All right, welcome to the Haters Balls. Your boy Dumb It Down. I'm here with my older brother, the old Baldy,
Yeah, what's happening? What's happening?
and my younger brother, B Dog. What's up? All right,
No more
hey,
What
dabbing for
happened to the
me.
dad,
No more
man?
dab for me, man. No more dabbing for me. It's over.
good,
That's good.
F1
That's
good,
season
good.
back. I'm being
yeah,
serious now. F1
hey,
starting again, guys. Next week, next Saturday. Wake up early, watch some F1.
okay. So we gotta be serious for that, right? Yeah, you gotta be professional for the
Mm,
F1 reviews.
Mm.
Yeah. All right,
I'm an F1 pundit.
Okay, you
yeah.
got. I think you got to get an accent before you could be an F1 pundit, though. I think you
That's
got to
true. I do
work
need
on
to
your.
work on my British
Yeah,
accent.
you could.
You're
You could
right.
be Australian, but you got to do something. Austrian,
Yeah,
German.
yeah.
You got to get something going.
You're right.
You can't just
That's
be.
true.
Yeah,
That's
you.
true. I got to work on that.
All right, let's jump right in, man. We got a lot to cover this week.
We got a
Hopefully we get some
jam-packed
people
show.
jumping in the chat, man. Like and subscribe, and then let's get into it, man. First off, this week we wanted to talk about a TV show from Vince Staples came out, man. Did y'all watch the Netflix show, Vince Staples show?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was pretty good. I like that show.
All right. So he's been on a press run too, man. And Vince Staples is this dude is hilarious. So y'all been watching his interviews and stuff?
No, I ain't see a lot of his
I
interviews.
haven't watched his.
I
Yeah,
saw one.
I'm
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really watch his interviews. I like Vince Staples as a person, but I don't care about JBP. I'm never watching him on that. And I don't like Paul George, so I'm not watching him on that either.
Oh, he was on. I didn't know he was on either one of those.
I
I
ain't
don't really
watched
like
it.
Paul. Paul George is boring, though, to me.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
He not.
But
He's not. He's not like a good podcaster in my opinion.
nah.
Like Draymond be having hot takes and you know what I'm saying? But Paul George,
Yeah.
random hate for you, Paul George. Your podcast is trash, B.
Dang. Yeah. I just like I mean, I watched him on Sway. He was on like you said, he was on Breakfast Club. He was on
I saw him on
Hero.
Sway.
Yeah. I've
I
seen him
didn't know he
on
did
Sway.
Breakfast Club. I should have watched that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
This dude's funny, man. He's funny.
Mm.
So, I wanted to hold on, man. Russ, I mean, B Dog is you changed your position, man. I'm trying to get your position right on the camera.
My bad.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, there we go. There we go. Yeah, now you in frame more. All right, so, all right, man. I think Vince Staples show. What y'all think? What y'all original, just y'all first thoughts on this Vince Staples show?
You want me to go
Go ahead,
first?
old Baldy. Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
yo. So my first thoughts. This was like a kind of how I thought Atlanta was in the first season or so.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. I'm not gonna say it's the same, but it's obviously different location. The location plays a good part in to the show and some of the humor.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm,
but it is like surrealism, where it's him. He says the stories are fiction. They seem like they could be rooted in truth or have a grain of truth there to some of these stories. Then they kind of go
hmm
to these places that are really, it's really funny. So I like the show. I really enjoyed it.
I
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I think everyone's comparing it to Atlanta and Dave as well, but I actually enjoy it a little bit more than I feel like I enjoyed Atlanta's first season. I also love that he's playing his character in the show, not like he's Vince Staples in the show. So like when you see him on the first episode and he's picked up by the police, they're like rapping his lyrics to him and stuff like that. It's not like he's playing. It's not like some fake person they made fake music for or something like that.
Mhm.
So I do like that aspect because it's more like a day in the life of Vince Staples as opposed to making up a new story. And I
But
think
he's not living like that though.
it's not. Well, it
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
have.
something. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
I
I
was
just
just gonna say, there's some things. Yeah, there's obviously he would get bailed out of jail. Like, people ain't leaving you in jail for a whole day
right,
and stuff like that. So
right.
for sure, go
I
ahead.
mean,
He
in the
no, he
show, he's
literally
living right on. Does he live right on the hood?
nah, man. Listen, in the interview, he talked about this very thing. He was like, he was supposed to make a meeting for a TV show meeting, right? He was supposed to be
Uh-huh.
at a meeting. So I forgot. I think this was on the Breakfast Club. He was interviewed. So he's supposed to make a TV show meeting, man, and he was like, I was in jail, but he didn't tell them. He was like, we got to make up an excuse for the people they're meeting with, the business people. He was like, tell him, tell him Vince, he got caught up or something like that. But yeah, he was like in jail. He literally said that he's like, that he had not there, obviously not true stories 1-to-1, but he's talking about how these are just like, the type of stories that you would say like, this is a crazy story, but like this happens in real life. And he talked a lot about how some people be like, oh man, that's not normal. But, for him, he's like, man, this is real, like really like could happen every day to him. It doesn't seem like it's that strange, So I thought it was interesting, especially when you listen to his interviews and stuff like that. Like I said, I feel like it was really cool episode, that first episode. I enjoyed. Do y'all have a favorite episode from it?
Yeah. Oh man, I was the cookout was funny. The bank one, of course, that one was easily my favorite to me. Super funny to me.
The cookout?
Bank robbery?
Oh, okay.
No, the bank robbery.
Yeah.
That was hilarious to me. I love that.
That was funny. I like the one when he was fighting that mascot or whatever.
Yeah, man.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He looked like the duck down dude. That's why it kept making me laugh. He looked kind of like the duck down mascot. So I'm like, this dude is funny.
I feel like it's cool because, while the show is funny, there's this constant, like violence, threat of violence in every episode, that it, is kind of like a commentary on, just living his life as a black man and in his environment, but also like it's just funny how he does it. Like it's you're laughing at it, but then it's like at the same time, it's like a commentary, so like it shouldn't be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but he does it. He does it really well. Where it's like, I don't know, it's really funny. So
I love Vince Staples, man. Great dude, great mind. He like when you listen to him talk about his business and music, the way he sets up making certain songs for soundtracks and movies so he can keep getting that money over a long time. Like I love Vince Staples. The way he goes about making his music is deliberate. And he stay out the spotlight. He show up when he want to. Otherwise, he gonna sit back, make some soundtracks for movies, get paid off of that, and just chill. So
I saw him live too, man. Put on a good show. Dude put on a good show live.
I believe it. Super funny too.
All right, so I see King Rip in the chat, man. He says he's here for the hate. The hate's coming, man. We gonna definitely get into some albums. We're gonna get into this Benzino interview. We got a lot to talk about today, so we got a lot to talk about. So any other thoughts on this Vince Staples show? I see some people jumping in the chat. Like and subscribe, man. Thumbs up.
I hope he does another one, another season.
Yeah, he. I saw something. He was trying to get people to tell Netflix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That'd be cool. I'd like to see it.
He said you gotta run up the numbers and hit the like button on the show too. Yeah, I mean I watched all 5 of them in like a day.
Yeah, we watched them fast.
Yeah, I was washing dishes, just knocking them out.
Yeah, they're quick and fast paced. They're funny, man. Like to me, I could rewatch them. Like they're very good. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So, what up to Matt in the chat, man? I hope you listen to all the albums, man. We definitely gonna get to all this other topics as we go along. So, let's talk about this Benzino interview first, though, because the whole internet's been talking about it, man. Benzino got on Drink Champs. All right. And of course, we all know how Drink Champs interviews go. I mean, they take shots and they drink it and stuff like that. But Benzino got stupid drunk, right? And then, of course, B-Dog, you the one who put this in the chat, and you said, Eminem already won the beef. So why don't you tell us what you thought of the interview first off?
Man, I didn't watch the whole interview because I really don't like Benzino. Dude is lame to me. But I'll probably go back and watch it later. I hate giving people clicks early because that'll encourage them to keep doing the same thing. So I go back. I deliberately wait to watch. But yeah, I saw a clip of this dude crying. Nah, that's super
I
hate.
don't want your numbers to run up early. Just so I
Deliberate,
wait a
dog.
week.
Yeah, exactly. So I saw this man crying on the pod. I'm like, this is a bad look, man. You can't win when you go cry the next week. Like, I don't care how fire the diss was. You could have said whatever. Everybody could have been bigging you up, and then you just go and cry on the podcast the next week. That looks bad, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So, so it's interesting. What clip did you see? Because, like, all right, you say you didn't watch the whole podcast. What did you see? Like, what part of it did you see then?
This man was crying, talking about Eminem in our culture and some stuff like that. It was just bad. I don't know, man. I'm a person who gets big secondhand embarrassment. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I can't even watch this, dude. Like, this is bad.
That's the thing
Yeah.
that's so funny about it, man, is because that was it's a 3 hour interview. He's on there for like
Yeesh.
3 hours. And he was saying all kinds of different shit, but he got drunk.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, take a sip. He was, oh, I'm just gonna chug the whole glass. Downed it. Do say glass at the glass. I was like, why is he drinking this hard? So that was a huge mistake on his part. And your boy Nori and them, they're funny, man. Because they be like, oh, we bringing you on here to give you your flowers.
Yeah.
And they
that
be like,
part.
yeah, you're so great. You're so great. Drink more. You're so great. Drink more. You're so great. Drink more. Now say something stupid. You're so great. Drink more. Now we going to put the clip up of just you doing the stupidest shit for 30 seconds. And we going to run our numbers.
Exactly,
Thank you.
man.
We love you. You a legend. You so great. Oh, so thank you so much. It's like, dog, that shit is dirty.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. So this is the part I got, because I got a lot of hate for this interview. This is my part that I think is crazy. That's missing. So many people, they put just a clip. That's literally like if you said the last 15 minutes of a 3-hour podcast is when he starts crying. The last 15 minutes after chugging, after chugging like straight liquor, drinking Hennessy bottle, like this, for 3 hours. Then he goes, then he starts crying, right? The drunk cry, right? But it's like the whole content. They put that clip up. They just did them dirty. Like, they put that clip up. Yep. That's the part that should have been edited out of the interview. Like, if you really friends with the dude, you really should have just not put that on the interview, right? But that's the part they use to exploit the dude. That's why it's
so funny. Yes,
it's so
but they
funny.
do that, and they've done that for that's how they get their numbers. Everybody hears, oh, did you hear what happened on Drink Champs?
Right.
People say, what? Then they go watch Drink Champs. So whatever the salacious, remember, look, Nori ran away from it fast, but that when Kanye was saying all this stuff, they was happy as hell. Yep. See, they love that shit. They love that shit. That's how they get them people.
Right. I'm not mad at that though, man.
Look, it's the people fault too. I mean, they know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah. You've seen people go on there. I think I watched several people where they're like, nah, I ain't drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you the interview. And guess what? They ain't go viral. You know what I mean? The episodes that go viral, people getting drunk, they saying stupid shit, messing themselves up.
But not just that too. They do the quick time and slime thing to get someone to say something controversial, so that they could post that clip too. Sometimes it's people, completely sober. I mean, like when your boy from Arrested Development or whatever went on there and was talking about NWA ruined hip hop or whatever, stuff like that. Those things go viral too, right? So
yeah, but that's a game. I'm cool with that. That's whatever.
Yeah,
because you don't have to answer, right? You can get a drink. That's fine.
You don't have to answer. No, of course. But my point is, the Benzino rap Elvis was good to us. I mean, I know King Rip in the chat said, I guess he wasn't feeling it. But my issue is that Nori did them dirty. If this is supposed to be your friend, they kept talking about how they cool, but it does not look like that now. And after the Kanye stuff, Nori was talking about how I see why we gotta edit now and stuff like that. That was all lies. That was all fake. He loves the numbers. He just he gonna get the clips and send them out.
Yeah, they trying to get Shannon a big bag out here, man. Nori said, nah, B, don't forget we getting that money out here. You know what I mean?
I'm not mad, man. I wasn't even mad about the Kanye stuff. Like, it's my job as the interviewer to let them talk. Let them talk. If I understand Kanye said some things that were hurtful to certain places, but that's what Kanye said. I didn't. I wouldn't mind if they said we don't endorse this message, blah blah. Like that's what Kanye said. I'm happy
Can they
with
take
that.
it down or something like that?
Yeah, they took it down and edited and stuff like
And
that.
yeah,
Oh,
That's
okay.
what
And they
I
put it
don't
back
like.
up. Okay.
Yeah,
But that's
that's
the thing is,
lame.
you did that after you got your numbers,
right.
and after
Yeah,
people run to it. Is you shouldn't have put if you all these people friends and y'all really like that, then you got to edit some of this stuff. Now I don't really care if you like that. I don't care. I think that a lot. It's not just yes, they deserve blame for that. To me, they are doing people dirty. That's the clip
yeah.
they putting out, but they could also. I mean, the people that go on there, you got to know, man. You can't just. He's chugging to say, like he's not even.
Exactly.
He's not
Yeah,
even. I mean,
yeah.
early on, he sits down. They ask him like two questions. He answers it. He's like, "I'm that nigga.
He's like, "Are
I'm
we
from
drinking? Is
Boston.
this drink
You know,
champs?"
killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drinking. Pass. How many? You got 14 blunts, Nora. You gonna pass them?
Yeah.
Like, they,
See,
he
I'm not
goes
mad
to get
at
banged
that.
up. Well,
No,
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
it's
mad.
all good until you sit there for 3 hours. You cut it
Right.
off at an hour and a half. It's cool. You gonna be drunk. You get your driver to drive you home or whatever. But you get 3 hours. You still sitting there and you banged up. Now you saying wild shit.
Right. And this is the part I'm mad at. This is the part I'm mad at. Because King Rip said in the chat, Eminem needs to stop ducking people in battle. This is the part I'm mad at. Because all the Eminem fans are taking this as an Eminem one. All right? So,
That's a
we got
win.
to get into the context of this, of him crying. First off, like I said, he was drinking for 3 hours. Then he wasn't even crying about Eminem. Everyone wants to play it that way. Like he
Yeah.
was crying about Eminem. He was crying about the state of black people. He was crying about
Yeah.
how all our
That's why
leaders are dead. We
right,
don't have
right.
no leadership. He starts
That's how
crying
you got
about. He's talking
emotional.
about
Yep.
emotional stuff. He's talking about real serious, like real life
Yeah.
stuff.
He's like,
And
brother,
then
you gotta stop killing each other, bro.
yeah, and then
We
they
can't,
asked him
if you
about
see your brother. Yeah, it was.
yeah. And then they asked about Eminem, and he's like, Eminem could end half of all racism. He's talking about, he's talking about race relations and all this other stuff, this deep stuff. Like, and then, but he's drunk while he's doing it, so he's crying, like he emotional, like, And so it's just a bad look. It's all a bad look, and so now you just took this man's credibility away when he was on a high, right, from this Rap Elvis stuff, right? Like, who cares about
Because he said that
Benzino, right?
the whole show. He was talking reckless about Eminem the whole time, disrespectfully.
Yep.
I won that battle. He said I dusted him. He said all this type of
Yeah.
stuff. So it's not like he was backing down, dude.
Yeah.
Just-
He wanted to talk about Eminem from the beginning. He was like, "Why are we here?
Right.
I'm here to talk about Eminem." And they kept stopping him. They were like, "No, we'll get there later. We'll get there later." They kept pushing it off. Like
They wanted
he
to go
came
through all
in,
the RSO stuff, the source. They were just rolling.
He came in clearly wanting to, want to smoke. It seemed like, he had, he wanted to talk his stuff. And they wouldn't let him talk about Eminem. And then, when he's at the end, when he's terribly drunk, then they let him go talk about Eminem.
It's his fault though, man.
It is his fault. It's his fault.
No, of course. Grown men got to take care of their own stuff, man. Like, yeah, we not sitting up here excusing the man. I just think that's funny. That's a funny way. I mean, look, it seems like such an easy and obvious trap to get people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, it's stupid. At the same time, it's like, are you friends? Are you cool with people? Because if my buddy came in and he got super banged up, it's probably about time to end the interview if we cool, right? I don't know. Or if I really want to be cool with you ever again, maybe. Because I would assume you'd be pretty mad at me if I got you to look it up and then kept rolling the camera when I could have easily cut it off at 2 hours and I'd have been like, boom, good, episode done.
Yeah, and not just Nori too, because like his like wife or whatever was there with him. He had people there with him. He would look back and talk to. Somebody should have been like, "We good. Let's wrap it. Like we good." And there was multiple times, like right before he started crying, Benzino was standing up, like, "I'm done."
He kept getting up, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
And then they, like somebody should have been like, "Yeah, we done. Like interview over. Nori, like let's cut it." But it just seemed like Nori and EFN were like, nah, we ain't get what we want yet, So it was
like I said, we just seen plenty of people go up there and say, "I'm not gonna drink. I'm just do this interview and be done. So if they have that option, then I can't be mad at them. It's not like they ever cut an interview short because somebody don't want to drink. All right, we don't
Yeah.
want you. Never mind.
I
So
agree. I agree. I agree. Grown men gotta handle their shit, man. Of course.
And the funny thing to me though is how sober they were, because Nori be getting drunk on the interviews a lot.
Nori
of
be
time.
drinking. Yeah, he did drink.
And he didn't drink.
yeah, Nori be getting crazy.
Right.
That's why I stopped
really
watching
drink.
that so much.
Yeah,
I
it
can't
seemed like
stand
a
drunk
setup,
Nori.
bro.
It
Something
seemed
about
like
that
a setup.
It seemed more like a setup than normal.
And even when they were playing the QuickTime and Slime stuff, this is the part that really made me do that. They were playing the QuickTime and Slime. They asked him like MGK or Eminem or like Nas or Eminem or whatever, like, right? And Benzino would turn the question back around them. He, of course, he said, forget Eminem, right? He talked trash about Eminem. Then he turned it around and be like, "You listen to Eminem? Can you name me Eminem's last album?" And then they would just get quiet. Nori and them would just be like afraid. Like how you play a game where you're supposed to make somebody else say hot takes and you afraid to answer the questions you asking. It's crazy to me.
That was an odd episode, man. It was an odd episode, man.
Shout out to Eminem.
Off.
That's a W. Eminem hired them to do that. Whatever it is, that's a W.
I agree. That's a dub, because even if you didn't really even say it like the way it was portrayed, it looked like you was crying about Eminem,
right?
Hurting your daughter and stuff all over the internet. I'm like, damn, dude. Because I saw that first, of course, and I'm like, damn, he crying like that? Like, I thought he had a breakdown talking about, I'm so sad the battle's been 22 years. I thought he was going to be crying about all that, but no, it wasn't even, that's not even how he got to that. So it was funny, man. That was a nice setup. Look,
it was a nice setup. Hey.
They've been doing this for a minute, man. They've been doing it for a minute.
I felt like, because when I actually listened to the whole thing, man, he was talking about some deep stuff, man. The plight of black people, no leadership, they killed all our leaders. It's Black History Month, and then and what people got out of that, the clip they took from that is he crying because he's upset by his white this white rapper that beat him, and like that's like they took that way out of context, man. It's kind of crazy. It's sad. Like I feel bad for him. I'm not a Benzino fan by any means. But like, I feel bad for the dude. Yeah,
that's fair, man. You did it to yourself, bro. You could have stopped the drink, and then people should have stopped it too. So I don't feel bad. Like you said, because I didn't even think about that. But all them people that was there, that was down with you, 2 or 3 people there, 1 person there. You need to stop me, bro. If I'm getting sloppy drunk.
Hell no, we going Drink Champs as a podcast. We turning up in there. I'm telling all the beans.
Okay, that's different. We have a different. We're not trying to go in there for something serious. We're gonna be clowning the whole time. Right. We're gonna talk about some of Nori's worst bars. You know what I'm saying? Neptunes, we got a cocker spaniel.
For sure. All right,
that's funny.
Any other thoughts about this thing, man? I mean, y'all think Eminem still has to respond?
Shit, already a week
over. He
over.
Respond, bro. He didn't respond to Game. Why would he? You know what? He probably will respond now that the dude is already dead and killed himself. He tried to bob himself, but then now Eminem gonna come out with a song like, "Ooh, you still trash, bro? Murdered you." Is like, and then people gonna be like, "I told you." Never heard of a rapper. He never lost. He destroyed these guys. It's like, that's what you gonna say. Look, hey man, this stands for a reason, dog.
Let's go, Matt. We gonna be up in here standing. W from the cave.
With that beat, please don't go with I don't even know where.
Nah, they gonna have Eminem rapping over Benzino crying.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah, nah, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was funny. It was funny interview, man. Like I said, I watched the whole thing. It was a funny interview. I really, I had hate for NORE when they wouldn't answer their own QuickTime and Slime questions. I was like, dang, they really won't say what their thoughts are on Eminem. Because they were like,
Nori got him, man. That's a dub for Nori.
It is a dub for NORE, of course. But like when he asked, like, do you listen to? They were like, they kept copying please. They were like, oh no, we of course.
They never answer those questions though. They never answer the QuickTime with Slime questions.
But that's my thing. I'm not coming on I know, but I'm not gonna give a hot take on your podcast if you're not willing to say your same opinion about it. You know what I mean? Like I just don't understand the point.
I wouldn't even go to their
Get drunk.
podcast if I was trying to do something serious like that.
They basically act like frat dudes in college for that when the girls first show up and they're like drink more. Disgusting, man.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's bad behavior, man. It's bad behavior. We're gonna exploit you when you get drunk. Just keep drinking.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Then we can move on, man. We we wanted to talk about some of these, classic. Oh wait. First off, we ain't speaking of drink champs, man. We talked about Kanye, the Kanye interview. What y'all thought of Kanye going #1 even after being canceled, even after all the controversy around him? The man still went #1, even after his album got pulled and put back on and all this stuff. Still did numbers. What y'all
Told you
think
the
of that?
conspiracy, bro. I told you they had a conspiracy, and he still overcame it, man. I'm telling you that album is fire. Still getting tons of play from me. So props to Kanye, man.
Hey, all right. What you think, D-Dog?
I mean, I have been listening to them same 4 songs all weekend, so he getting his stream numbers from me. But I mean, Kanye got fans. He always gonna have fans. He got and it's weird how his fans are. Like how he got the young kids. I don't even know when this happened. Like, what was the transition from Kanye having
808.
every 808s? That's what got him the young crowd.
No,
No,
not 808s.
yes,
We're
808
talking
got him
about
a whole other set of people.
I think that's a long time ago. I
And
feel
then
like
he
the
later
Yeezus-
albums got more people with Yeezus.
Yeah,
They have people that swear Yeezus is like a masterpiece.
right.
And people
Good
like, what?
album.
And people will swear that that's a great album. So he changed sounds successfully. And when he
Super
changed the
successful.
sound, mad people copied it. So like if he don't, I don't know how he made 808s. I don't know if Cudi helped him or whatever. But to me it's like that all his fans is gay fans from him making that type of album. And same thing with a bunch of other artists. And then with Yeezus, people love that album. And they got people out here that love other artists because of that. Like he's been a type of a trendsetter in that regard.
Yeah.
My
Go ahead.
thing, I was gonna say these kids are young though. Like Yeezus came out in 2013. That was 11 years ago. These ain't the same people who've been listening from Yeezus. Like, I mean, I guess 10-year-olds turning 21 now because he
I
got a
don't know,
lot of
maybe.
young, even the high school kids. Like everybody wants Yeezy clothes.
We
Yeezy,
talked about
like
this. Okay, well, branding is. I mean, young people wear Jordans too, and swear Jordans is the thing too. But yes, you're right about that. But he was the brand. Not just that, but when you listen to this album, like y'all said, one of y'all biggest criticisms was the rapping. But everybody
yeah.
that they like can't rap. Everybody that they like, it's
That's true.
young people don't like rap. They like
Yeah.
vibes, and this album got vibes.
That's
So
true.
Yeah,
it's not
That's
surprising in that regard.
it's just wild. I would have never thought Kanye had a transition like that. Man, he got this young kids, like huge cult following type stuff. Like they love Kanye no matter what.
He has
No
young
matter
trash rappers on the album too.
Yeah, he does.
You know,
He
he gives
does.
a gives for somebody like me, and then he has young trash rappers like Carnival. People be like act like that's. I don't even think that's the best song at all. But
Nah.
or people hyping that song up a ton.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of people say that's the best song on the album, and it's odd to me, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not
man.
my favorite.
I like you're right. I have plenty of high school students who talk about, and to me it's interesting because like the online talk be like, oh like even the Fantano, I can't review this album, it's unreviewable or whatever type stuff, and then the numbers show that man people are not affected by the political stuff. They love the music regardless. Like I don't.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know people that's told me like they would have fought you about Kanye 3 years ago and been like, he's the greatest artist that's living today. And now they like, oh, I didn't hear the album. Now they might be streaming it low key, but they certainly not saying in public that they listen to it. I have a friend, this dude, like I said, dude would have told you Kanye top 2 all time or something like that. And then I asked him if he heard the album. He waited days and days. He was like, I guess I'll listen to it, but he's a racist. I'm never gonna listen to it. He's not Jewish or nothing, so he took it very. Thought it was very bad and hasn't listened to Kanye. So I think he did lose fans. I think the numbers would be bigger because this album is good. It's much better than Jesus is King and whatever.
No, it seemed like he got bigger than anything to me.
Well, you know, some people out there gonna ride with that too. They like the controversial stuff, and they gonna give him more looks.
Yeah, maybe he lost one crowd and gained some others. Like that's part too.
Maybe.
Exactly.
You know,
But he gained loud people. That's the thing. He gained the super loud people who gonna be in your face about it. The kids.
Oh, okay, maybe that. But I mean, he
Kids
did
love
150 the
Kanye,
first
man.
week. These ain't like
That's
blockbuster
not crazy numbers. Yeah.
that's big numbers.
Is that
actually? That's pretty
Didn't we
good
just talk
considering.
about 21 just did, you said 170 or something the first week?
But
Yeah,
usually releases independent though. He ain't got no record
Look, I
label behind
completely
him.
agree. I agree. And he didn't have all the days and he was taken down a bunch of times.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
a big number in that term. But I mean, what Taylor Swift doing 250, 300, 400 the first week?
No,
I
she
don't
doing
know.
more
I
than
don't know.
that. She going crazy first
She's
week.
doing 1 million first week. That's what I'm saying. Like we it's big numbers maybe for hip hop recently, but it's not even that big for like Drake probably easily does 200 every time, 300 every time.
But that's what a label. That's what I'm saying. Kanye ain't got no label. He ain't got nobody pushing him.
Huh?
He's doing this
He did a Super Bowl
against the
commercial, bro.
label, which is. Oh, did he? What was his? I missed it.
He paid for a
I
Super
don't
Bowl commercial. But he filmed it on his phone. He was just like, "Yo, y'all gotta go get my album come out tomorrow."
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this album is being overrated, man. Like I said, we talked about this. We had a whole review. I really don't. We're gonna talk about this too as well because we're gonna review some classic albums with some great rappers. I can't deal with that trash rapping, man. I don't understand how. You said it. You said it. A lot of these kids don't care about rapping. They don't care about bars. So.
Not to the level that we do. You know, we care about bars that matters. That's one of the first things you listen to on a song. But people be like, the beat, and then waiting on the list is how good were the raps. It's just not as important. That's why when I come out with my album as Young Trash, I'm gonna steal his name that Matt put in the chat. Right. When I come out as Young Trash, I'm gonna dominate. Cause I'm just gonna be like, yo, bitch, my dick, that's gonna be my song, and that shit gonna go hard. That shit gonna go hard. I'm just gonna mumble and then say 2 words.
I'm definitely gonna be a podcast turned rapper. I could do it. Podcaster turned rapper.
Oh yeah,
show. It's gonna happen.
For sure.
No, everybody goes into rapping to do something else. They go into rapping and start a podcast, or they go into rapping and start a show.
Exactly.
You gonna do the opposite? Yeah, you gonna make less money.
We don't follow B.
It's not about the money.
We don't follow. We got a whole 428 subs right now, boy.
Exactly. I just need half of them to buy the album.
Big. That's a ton of people gonna go buy his album day one.
Yeah.
That's
don't forget us.
Yeah.
We gonna start selling merch. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all silly, man. All right. So
as soon as we get merch, I'm wearing that every day. Every day.
Man, I'm gonna get some merch just for myself, man, just so we can wear it every day. I'm gonna get a mask like Kanye, but it's gonna have our logo on it over my face. I'm gonna wear it the whole episode. That's hard. It's like West Side and Kanye. You notice Kanye biting West Side shit, right? Yeah. Everywhere he go with that mask on. That's West Side shit from like 3-4 years ago. So just make sure that that's known. But yes, I gotta get that. We gonna get that. I'm gonna get that manufactured right. I'm gonna go online right after this show, boy. Don't let me pot in a mask like Kanye, bro.
Yeah, okay.
My wife gonna stand here and like 3 metal strips on her body parts, just like Ye when I grow up.
Yeah, Matt already said he down to buy some merch, man. So we gotta get it going. All right.
Only masks. Only masks.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Young Trash.
All right, man. So unlike some podcasts, man, we focus on music here. So we got a lot of great classic albums that we wanted to review. Like and subscribe in the chat, man. I know we told you guys which albums we're gonna review. Hopefully, you guys are able to listen to it and give us your thoughts as well. But we wanted to start with, man, Paid in Full. And Peter in the chat, usually is in the chat, and he told us to listen to this last week. So I hope hopefully he checks it out. But man, Paid in Full by Rakim. What can we say, man? This came out in '87, and this album is, to me, it feels like it's still modern. Like the way Rakim raps is flawless, like so smooth. It's so, it's just like effortless. I mean, the rhymes, the flow is just dope to me. I just feel like I can listen to, when I put this on, as soon as I Ain't No Joke came on, like, I just felt like, man, it's just like so classic. To me, it doesn't feel dated, if that makes sense. The only song that really feels dated to me, we'll get to it, but I like a lot of the songs do not feel dated at all to me. So, what you think?
I'm gonna let you go, B-Dot.
Okay. My introduction into this album was like 2009. PlayStation 3 just came out. Just found out you could play music and game at the same time. I had Paid in Full CD in the house. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put this on. So I just used to listen to this album and game all the time. And it's cool. I mean, this is a good album. This is definitely one of those albums that you can put like in the time capsule for hip hop and be like, all right, this is one of those albums. Listen to this. This is a start of something amazing. So yeah, I like this album a lot. Legendary.
I like it for its legendary status, but some of the songs on here, the highs are still high, but some of the other songs are not that high to me. I think Rakim rapping is great, but I don't think all these beats have not aged well, and so that ruined my enjoyment. I haven't listened to this in a long time, so some of these songs I just really did not want to listen to.
Okay, I'm surprised. You're the oldest one, and you seem like you had the most negative take. All right, so here's the thing. I think Dad had I think it was the greatest hits of Eric B. and Rakim. I think. I don't know if it was the Paid in Full, because I remember, having a CD in the house and listening to it a bunch. So I feel like a lot of these songs are on his greatest hits, but I don't know if. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he had both, but I definitely remember that greatest hits being in the house. Yeah.
Let's go through them.
So let's go through the tracks. All right, I Ain't No Joke. To me, this beat is great. It's classic. It's super, like, to me, it gets stuck in my head. Once I hear this song, like, I'll have that beat, stuck in my head all day. So I feel like, you said the production is some of the weak points on it, but I feel like on this song, it's dope.
No, I agree. I mean, it's a super classic, so yeah, that's not even
super classic.
Yeah.
This could still play today, especially it sounds like a basketball playoff song. Every basketball playoffs they have that one song that they play over and over again. This could be one of those every year.
Well, I mean, this beat never gets old.
Right.
Yeah.
That ain't every beat on this album. That's my issue.
Okay. All right. So then, the instrumental tracks, definitely, was just whatever on.
I kind of like the instrumental tracks, man.
Okay.
It's so old school to me. It's so classic hip hop. It's so you got the freaking giant boombox walking around and playing the beat, and it's hard. Like, so I actually like those. I can't say I'm gonna sit around and listen to those very often, but it was cool to hear. It's an album from '87, so it's I just saw Wild Style kind of in my head the whole time I'm listening to it.
Well, that's my thing. So, like I said, to me, when I listen to I Ain't No Joke, it doesn't feel like it has to be an old song, right? You said, it could play, in NBA, today or something like that. But Eric B is on the cut. Like you said, it sounds throwback. It sounds like something, like in a from a museum or something like that. So it just, to me, it doesn't have the same vibe, and it makes it. Not to say it's wrong, it's bad. I mean, you're right. It's made from '87, so it sounds like that. But to me, it takes me out of the listening experience. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah. All All right, let's go. The next track is My Melody, and I think this is one of
Great.
the most dated songs on the album. I know this is like the first song they ever recorded, and it really sounds like it to me.
Oh, it definitely sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible as far as mix wise.
I mean, again, dude rapping, man. So my only thing is, like I said, I just don't love this beat. I don't think I want to hear this over and over, but it's a cool song. This is not the worst one on there to me.
Oh no,
It's dated, but it's not the worst one to me.
it's not the worst one. I'm not saying it's the worst song at all by any means, but I'm just saying to me it doesn't sound as like I said, even Rakim doesn't sound as polished, as smooth on the song, and like we said, the sound of the song, it sounds just like we said, dated. So, but
I know you got soul.
for sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we need to say much about that? I think that's a super classic.
Super classic. And then Move the Crowd. What you think of that one?
I mean, pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
This one's a little.
Yeah.
This one's a little outdated to me. Yeah.
I feel like
he doing like that old school rap flow. Like, yeah, this one's super dated to me.
It's the beat, the instrument. What do you call that thing? That thing. It's like, yeah, that sound like a Casio keyboard or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call that because that was in a lot of music in the definitely the 80s. So.
Yeah, I just didn't. I mean, I would say this is one of the weaker songs. I wouldn't say the weakest, but it's definitely one of the weaker songs on the album. On an album full of, like we said, classics. I put like songs in my playlist. I wouldn't put this one in my playlist like to listen to today.
No.
Yeah.
Something
else. Yeah. So. And then we can talk about that. I know you got Soul, the beat on that too. That James Brown like sample stuff like that. That's like so classic to me. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like the best thing about that song. Yeah, yo, I appreciate it. Fair play, man. The haters ball. This is what we keep it 100 here. We just gonna give our thoughts no matter what. And then Matt said it reminds you of the old criminal shows. Which song is that, Matt? We talking about Paid in Full?
No, I know you're talking about. You're talking about Move the Crowd, right?
Move the Crowd. Okay. Yeah. I get that. I get that vibe for sure. All right. Paid in Full is one of my favorites. Paid in Full is easily absolute classic song.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
And this is what I'm saying to me, man. Rakim, listening to him rap, he can write. In 87, he was rapping better than 95% of all rappers have rapped, like ever. Like even today, like there's not many rappers who are rapping at his level, and he's doing it in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like the other people who are rapping at this time, like the Run DMCs or even LL or something like that. They're just like he's on a whole nother plane, like to me, And that's what's amazing about it, like, because it still sounds so modern, it's still so upkeep with,
I like when I hear him on stuff too. I'm surprised people don't try to get him to feature on their stuff more, because I like to hear him on new stuff. His skills ain't like gone or nothing. Like he ain't like weaker, so he's great. I think the rapping on here is phenomenal. I don't have any issue with not one bar.
All right, so then. As the rhyme goes on, what y'all think of that
one? Let's see. This one's definitely outdated.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, he rapping on this, but this beat is.
It's one of the weaker beats.
This beat is old.
It's one of the weaker beats for sure. All right, and then Chinese Arithmetic, another instrumental song. And then Eric B. is President is another super classic. So, I mean, and then that's it. As far as as far as so what rap songs on here are weak? I mean, is there a skip? Would you say?
No, so that's the thing with this album, man. And when you go back this far, to me, I have a ton of respect for the songs, but will I put these all in my playlist?
Yeah, no.
Nah. So I don't know. When I was talking about it, it's like I don't know what I would say about this. If this came out today, I would listen to this album. I would respect the rapper, and then I would probably never listen to it again, or listen to certain songs again. The same ones I've always listened to: "Paid in Full," Eric B, and "I Ain't No Joke." Basically, um, that's probably the only three I would ever listen to if they came on randomly. And then
Mm.
that depends on the mood still. Like I still probably not playing, them all every time. That works. That's for all songs, so I don't want to make it sound like it's extra hate on this one.
Yeah, no, I mean, but to me, I would still play I Know You Got Soul. I really, to me, it's just move the crowd, and as the rhyme goes on, that I wouldn't play. I mean, that's 2 songs, right? I mean, that I wouldn't put in my playlist, but they're not like, they don't sound bad like I needed to skip them or something like that, or, it was bad to hear. So to me, I would say this has no skips. I would say that this is a perfect album as far as, for when it was made. I would say this is one of the best albums of all time, in my opinion. I would say this is one of the best albums of all time.
For what it does, for what it is at the time, yes. But as far as will I ever listen to it again, I probably won't listen to this album again until, unfortunately, something tragic and they bring it up again or something like that, like, or 50-year anniversary, 60-year anniversary. Like, I'm not ever listening to this again.
All right. Well, I mean, see, I listen to this. I definitely listen to this. You just said you were playing it when you were playing video games. Like, to me,
Yeah, but that was my first time ever hearing it. Oh,
okay. Hey, I just think I think this album is easy to listen to. Like, and even like some of the beats, like I said, like, things like I ain't no joke. Those beats are, like I said, are amazing still. So I feel like I could put this
That
in the
would be
background.
probably the best beat on the album, though. Or Eric B.
Yeah,
What you think is
those
the
two.
best beat on this album?
I ain't no joke is the one that sticks in my head all the time. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't. Most of the rest of these just not there to me. Like to play like a lot right now. Just
I mean, I think
maybe I'm wrong or whatever. I mean, I don't enjoy. So again, I
I
super
think Paid in
respect these
Full is
songs.
also a super dope beat. So
Okay, I don't want to hear these as much as I want to hear even other rappers from this time.
mm,
wow, wow, I'm shocked.
So I don't have the enjoyment. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just not the same as I don't know rock box to me or something that I'm. I'd like to hear more beats to the rhyme or something
I
like that.
man, to
Maybe
me,
it's the energy. Maybe that's something about it. I don't know.
because he is relaxed, he's laid back. But I would
Yeah.
put this, to me. I would put this easily in a top. Man, I mean, I would say probably at least top 20 albums. Like, I just feel like, especially for what it did for bars, for lyricism. I
Well, I don't
mean,
know if I have an argument against that. I don't know if I feel like that's wrong. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't know how I'm supposed to. Like I don't know what you think, B Dog. I don't have real clear like it's not hate. I don't. I think everything's great. I think everything she said is right, and I still don't know if I'm trying to hear it over and over.
I think you can outgrow something, like move past it. I mean, it was great for his time. It's great now. Still great, still respect, still legends, but I don't want to hear that no more. I don't know.
I listen
I
to
don't
a
think
lot
I
of
said what
laid
that
back
thing to say.
people.
so okay,
Like I know it's laid back.
so we listened to, like, because we reviewed Radio, we reviewed several of the Run DMC albums, their first album, and Raising Hell. Would you say so? Talk about just other '80s albums. You would say any of those albums are better than this one?
Better?
Yeah.
I can't say better. Rakim is rapping at the greatest level or the highest almost levels of rapping. Like
Okay.
I don't think they're better. Would I prefer them at different times? Yes. Maybe a couple. I mean, I have to go through and look at the list of everything that came out in the 80s. But
I wouldn't
I
say
don't
that.
think
I
it's
would take this first, personally.
That's what I'm saying. To me, I would take this first of any of the albums we talked about from the '80s. I would take this first. And
But I'm also not ever listening to those again.
all right.
right. You're not listening to any of this stuff again. Oh, I'll take "It Makes a Nation of Millions."
Okay,
I would
that's
take
fair.
"Raising Hell." I would probably choose "Criminal Minded."
No, not for me.
That might be it. That might be it.
All right. Hey, but that's cool.
So, I mean, I don't think I'm. Is that wrong? Like, does everybody think that this is the greatest album?
Of the
Oh,
'80s.
no one could do it better. I like more.
Okay, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I love that album. That might be it though. I mean, like I said, I don't think there's a ton of albums I like better. I just think there are a couple.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just don't feel like it compares to '90s, hip hop. Basically, is what you're saying. We're gonna talk about some other. We're gonna talk about the Infamous next.
Great, and that's the thing is, it's not fair, man. Like I have a hard time because I don't have any affinity for this as far as like deep relationship to this music. I heard this.
Mm.
I was probably already grown, wanted to know more about Rakim, and went and listened to this album. So, and I knew the main two hits that I said basically that always stay on, because they come on Backspin, things like the Sirius channels. They get played, and they're always been played like on every radio, every hip hop thing, occasionally, right? I ain't no joke. You always hear that beat. But
Right.
outside of that, listening to the album straight through, I didn't have that emotional connection on that level where I was like I will for other albums that we talk about at different times.
All right. So then let's move on to the next album, then, man.
That's a perfect transition. That's how I feel about this next album.
All right. So the Infamous Mobb Deep. Let's go. Well, let's start. What's your?
You
what's
gotta
your
go.
first-
You the one that's about to hate on it.
No. See, don't start with
I'll
these
go
narratives,
first.
man.
I'll
Don't
go
start with
first.
these false narratives. Don't start with the false narratives. All right. Are we giving our overall thoughts? Let's give our overall thoughts at the end. All right. Because I want.
Okay, Talk about Mobb Deep though. Do you know Mobb Deep? You ever listen to Mobb Deep?
I mean, what are you
This
talking
is my
about?
first
just
time ever listening to him.
Okay, first time ever hearing the Infamous
Okay.
from B-Dog. Okay, never heard no Mobb Deep song.
First time. Oh, you can do a reaction video
Besides,
right
like,
now,
flip
dog. Give us one of those crazy reaction faces right
Make
there.
a funny
We can
face
put
too,
on
so
the
we can
thumbnail.
screenshot it and then put that on our thumbnail.
Yeah.
There
What's
it
your
is.
reaction?
Yeah,
Show your
there
reaction
you
right
go.
now. That's it? That's your reaction, dog?
That's my reaction. I mean, like I said, this is before I was born, so I have no connection, relation. I don't know nothing about what was going on. I don't know. I don't even know who these people are, honestly. Like I heard of them, but if I was like next year, multiple choice test, they're like, who's in Mobb Deep? I'd be like, oh snap. This is gonna be kind of tough. Like I think I know, but I'm not sure. So yeah, man, this is my first time. It was a good album. They had no bad songs, but I don't know. I mean,
All right, so
I
let's
can
go
see
track
how
for track.
it was
Let's go
tough.
track for track. Peter, yeah, we just reviewed. I think you suggested Paid in Full as well, man. We reviewed that as well just now. So I think hey man, we all honest here. This man didn't grow up in the '90s, so I definitely always knew who Mobb Deep is, and I feel like they have a lot of love on the internet. They're talked about a lot. They got a lot of love just in hip hop culture in general, man. They are legendary in a special type of way. That I feel like is interesting in a way, because even though we have a lot of us '90s rappers, I feel like they are more respected than many of the other ones are. And they have, like, I feel like no one criticizes their music in a way. So I'm interested in talking about this album. Let's start from the first track. Start of your ending. What you thought when you turned on the album? I thought this was a good start. Nothing crazy, but I thought it was a good start.
Yeah, for sure. I thought in my notes I wrote is a smooth, classic New York sound. This is a song that if people
That's his
want to
whole
know what New
album.
York sounded like, exactly what New York sounded like before Nicki Minaj came around, this was it. The new sound of New York, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, I think this is a cool song. Like I said, it's nothing. I don't think it stands out at all in the album, but it's a good start. Then we get to "Survival of the Fittest," and that's the jam. That is the classic. I think their second best, most known song almost. The starting line. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. I feel like it's constantly quoted, constantly talked about. So, what y'all think of this one?
Yeah, this is super grimy. I love this song.
Yeah,
Fire.
classic, of course.
Fire. I didn't even know this was one of those songs for everybody, so that's good. But
Now,
yeah,
see,
this
that's
is my
funny because I listened to this album a good bit when I was younger, so it's interesting to hear your perspective on it.
yeah.
Oh,
This
really?
is fire. I like the feel of the song.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any other thoughts? All right. Move on to "Eye for an
What
Eye."
you say?
Oh,
You like this
I
song?
just said no. This is an amazing song. The production is great. I mean, one thing about this album is total. I mean, the production on this album is great. Okay, for many of the songs that are their classic songs, the beats are. You hear people rap over these beats. You hear people freestyle over these beats. They'll drop these beats. When you go to a radio station and be like, boom, oh, Shook One's beat, or boom, Survival of the Fittest beat. This is like some of the best beats or most classic hip hop beats on this album. I think the highs,
this type.
right, for this type of music, I think the highs are out of this world. And I think I think some of it is we're gonna get there. Some of the songs I think are just meh, but the highs are crazy. So let's go to.
So wait, can you explain Mobb Deep to me? All right, hold on.
Can I explain
See,
it
we
to
should
you?
have had old Baldy bring us in on this because, yeah, tell me. I mean, did you listen to it in '95?
95, not this album. No,
No.
95. I was what? Nah, I wasn't into them then. I think I might have got into them after I heard a song. Maybe I might have been in like high school, middle school before I went back and listened to this album.
Mm.
Maybe something else that came out. Yeah, it must. Oh, you know what it was? Murder Music. When Murder Music was about to come out, the hype was crazy. And I didn't really know why the hype was so big. So reading the source and things like that, I was like, okay, I gotta find out. So me and one of my friends, who was another rap nerd, he was like, oh, I got it, and we listened to it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why. So I was late. We from New Orleans, man. I wasn't really knowing about Mobb Deep. When '95, I was 11 also, so I wasn't not
So
really into
is
all that stuff yet.
Prodigy and
Havoc.
Q-Tip and Havoc? Is
No,
Q-Tip in it?
just
No.
Prodigy and Havoc. Mobb Deep is a duo. Havoc
Yeah.
does the producing and
Most
he
of the
raps. Yeah, most
Right.
of the beats
Okay.
and he raps. He took over the production more on this album. Q-Tip taught Havoc how to do the production and helps with the production.
Drums, I thought. I don't know if it's all the production, but yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, help with the drums.
Is this
but
their
he
first
taught him to do
album?
the drums. No, this is their second album. Their first one is not worth talking about. Really, it's not good.
Damn.
You make it a man. That's why they say you hate Mobb Deep.
I'm not. Dog, come on. Is this okay? Are we juvenile? I mean, are people really? Come on, man. Like, can we be honest? It's the haters' ball. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it honest. The first
I haven't
one
listened to it forever, but I know people act like all their albums are great. I
nobody's
was
gonna
glad
be
people
like,
talk about the G Unit ones being good, and I'm like, no.
nobody's gonna be like, oh, you never heard Mobb Deep? Go take your first listen, your first experience, be Juvenile Hell. Nobody's gonna say that. No one will say that to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably true.
So the Infamous is the one that they tell people to go listen to.
Yes,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
and then
It's their best
It's
album.
by far their best album.
Yes.
the third album,
Okay.
Hell on Earth, is also very, very good. So I would say there's some people that might say
Murder Music got a bunch of bangers on it, but I wouldn't say that those albums are close to this one, in my opinion.
all right. So
Now, I haven't listened to them in a long time, so maybe I'm forgetting some songs on there.
yeah, and
Nice.
Cool in the chat said that Prodigy also produced, but I don't think he was producing on the Infamous, from my understanding. Now let me know if we're wrong in the chat, but I don't think he was producing at this point. So
No.
because
Because I was reading the little description, and it says Q-Tip's bouncy drum and saxophone loops opens up, drink away the pain. So I guess Q-Tip did produce on this, but maybe only in the second half. I don't know.
nah, he was helping production the whole time. Like I said, he taught Havoc how to do the drums. The
I don't know
drums
about the whole time though, man. I don't want to give Q-Tip too much more credit than Havoc, man. I think Havoc's supposed to get all the credit for this one.
Not all. Come
Q-Tip
on, you
does
taught
stuff,
them how to do the
but-
drums. Those drums are the
Okay,
tried
but
drums.
come on, man. But
All right?
let's not minimize my man Havoc. That's all I'm saying, man. Like let's
I'm not
minimize
minimizing.
my man
I'm
Havoc.
not minimizing.
Okay.
I'm not minimizing. You gotta take everything I say as hate. See, this is what I'm saying, dog. You gotta take everything I say as hate. Speaking facts and not minimizing. If you teach someone how to do the drums, if Kanye goes and says, "Hey," or go get this person to do the drums on my album, or if hey, Scott Storch, you do play the keys on my album, then we give that person the credit for doing their part. Q-Tip did the drums. I'm not taking away from Havoc. Havoc picked these samples. From what I understand, he picked these samples. He pulled these samples
I
out.
don't
He
see
made the
album
beat.
liner notes.
And
I think I actually had the album somewhere.
so
I don't know, dumb it down. I feel like you got like a lot of hate ready to come
I'm
out,
not-
but you're
Yeah.
holding it down right now.
All the
Hey.
old people know about these. The CD book. You know what I'm saying? This for the old people out here. I got this in here somewhere, I think. But anyways, go ahead. So we talking about the next song?
next song.
Yeah,
I might have to-
sorry,
let me see if I have
I derailed us.
Yeah, man. Next song. So Give Up the Goods is another good one.
Wait, did we do Eye for Eye? We didn't do Eye for Eye.
We can go Eye for an Eye.
Yeah, Eye for an
One
Eye
of the
is cool.
best. Oh, I love Eye for an Eye.
Yeah. I don't love it. It's cool.
This fire to me.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Everybody's verse is dope. I think this is one of the best Prodigy verses to me. I like on this song. To start off, I thought everybody had a dope verse. So I can't
Where's
say
the
that.
hate gonna kick in? I don't want to be blindsided by the hate.
Dog,
I don't want you to be faking it either, too.
I'm not
just
saying.
saying
All
it's
right,
like-
okay. I'll tell you when the hate coming. Eye for an Eye is the best. Like Ortiz, the Infamous says, man. This dude's named the Infamous, so I'm sure that he loves this album. I love an Eye for an Eye. I'll tell you exactly when my hate's gonna kick in. All right, I'm done. Y'all keep acting like I'm a hater, so I'll be a hater if y'all want me to. But this song is dope.
All right. Give Up the Goods. Good song to me. Not great. Doesn't stand out to me. It's cool.
Yeah, I like Give Up the Goods more.
I'm shocked that you
I
said that.
love Eye for Eye.
Yeah, I'm shocked that you say you like.
I like Give Up the Goods more than Eye for an Eye, I think.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm shocked. See, this is why we do this, man. Because I'm always shocked at the takes that people say. So okay, all right. What do you like about Give Up the Goods more? Because they don't got a Nas and a Raekwon feature.
The beat.
The beat.
I like the beat on Give Up the Goods more for sure.
Okay. All right. Then what you think of Temperatures Rising?
That's my favorite song on the album.
Okay.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, I
I'm
love this
surprised that you would love the one with the
love
chick
this
singing.
song. I play this song all the time. It never gets old. No, the beat is too great, man. And the story, man, I love this song, man. I love this song, man. I mean, I don't know if it's my favorite one because Shook Ones is like you always think of that one. So,
Right.
but it's just so overplayed. So when I play songs from this album, I always play Temperatures Rising.
That's funny.
I'm
I
shocked.
love
Listen, all of Baldy's takes right now are shocked by. I really thought you would be like, the grimy, the New York, the dark songs. And you like the brightest song on the album.
Bro, Temperatures Rising is too great, man. And the chick be singing, dog. I be like, yo, this
Nah,
shit hard. I love that shit.
I was like, this is cool. This just like they. Of course, it's got the girl singing. This the regular R&B feature. Like it ain't nothing special. But that's funny
Oh
that you
man, the
said that.
story on this is great, man. Oh, I love this song. I love this song.
I thought the song was cool. I mean, yeah, I thought the song was just
Uh,
cool. I'm with
Timothy
P
Rising
Dog.
is that one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a girl singing on it, and it's not about love. It's still about a dude had to run away.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it goes into Up North Trip,
Yeah,
and
I don't love Outdoor Trip as much.
yeah, I think this is the weak part of the album. We get into this middle section, and to me, it's definitely
I
the
agree
weak
with that.
part of the album. I started to feel a little listening to it again. I'm starting to feel like, all right, when is it going to pick up again? Like it's all right,
8, 9, and 10.
yeah, Trife Life,
Yeah, Trife Life was not it for me.
yeah, you know. I just I mean I again
You hectic. Same
yeah,
thing.
same thing.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, to me this is easily the weakest part of the album.
Yeah,
I could skip this whole middle section. It picks up again with Right Back at You. The Ghostface Raekwon back and forth, so dope. I mean, I feel like they stole the show.
That's probably my second favorite song, or my favorite song. I guess is that and Temperature Rising. Mm-hmm. When we saw them live, they did this. It was very hype, very hype.
Yeah, so I feel like one of my criticisms, I would say is that to me, Mobb Deep don't have that type of chemistry. I feel like to have another duo come on your album and then like they did that so dope. Like they sound like a duo on a track, but I don't know.
That's not fair. It's Ray and Ghost. Who
exactly.
got better chemistry than Ray and Ghost?
My point is
nobody's better than Ray and Ghost.
All right, so there we go. That's my point. All right, so it speaks for itself. Then we go to.
I think people love Mobb Deep for like that type of stuff. I feel like they love Prodigy.
Right.
Like I feel like that's what it is. It's like people love him and his personality or his aura on the tracks or whatever.
All right. So speak more to that. What is the aura? Because I mean, I gotta be honest. Again, y'all want to hear the hate. I feel like it's kind of one note. I mean, every.
I love Prodigy, man. Oh man, see, no, you hurt me.
I ain't gonna lie. As somebody new, I'm sort of leaning towards dumb it down on this. It's good music though. I don't know how far your hate is because I ain't gonna. The album is not bad. I can see why it's a classic, but
no,
I don't know how much I'm gonna listen to this.
Yeah, because I mean, we still got super strong songs we didn't even talk about yet. But as far as the Prodigy aura, I don't even know how you would describe it because to me, he's just so competent at rapping. He's not wowing you with any kind of wizardry on the mic, but he got stage presence or because I wouldn't even call it that because their live show was good. It wasn't the greatest. He got something on the mic, but I don't know if it's his voice or the way he's rapping, but he has a quality that everybody don't have. Charisma, whatever you want to call it.
I don't get it. This is where I want help. I want help from people in the chat. There's a lot of people online. Everyone, I've always heard of Mobb Deep. It's spoken in mythical, tones. Like just Prodigy, man, Prodigy. I don't get the personality or the charisma flowing through. I feel like, it's all just, like they tons of gun bars, tons of this type of. Talking. There's not really different subjects, on the album. It's not like they go different places.
Can I ask you? Is your beef with Prodigy or is it with Havoc? Or
no. Well, I think Prodigy's easily the better rapper.
He has a beef with the people who elevate Prodigy higher than he thinks where they should be, because Prodigy is not lyrical miracle.
So you think they're overrated?
He thinks they're overrated for sure.
Yes. Now, I don't listen.
when
It's
you talk
not
to
that I
certain
think they're
people-
overrated. Listen, it's not okay. Here's the thing. Like for instance, when Joe Budden was on Drink Champs, we talked about Drink Champs. They asked him on the Quick Time of Slime, Outkast or Mobb Deep, right? And we did a video about it, but it was like people when he said Outkast, there were people who were like angry about that. You know, like how could you say Mobb Deep over Outkast? You know, and I mean, or Outkast over Mobb Deep. And to me, it's like Outkast is like easily the best duo. I don't get where people get off saying Mobb Deep's better. I don't like. Are people thinking? You know, like I just don't get it. Like I don't get the.
Well, we not from New York, so that's the first thing. Because if you was a Tim's in the summer with shorts type of guy, you would understand Prodigy better. Because he is that dude. He is a NYC Negro through and through. It is I don't know. You know, that's why I thought it was so whack when he was doing the G Unit stuff because it seemed like such a whack version of that who he was. Because Prodigy is that dude. Like he seems like the a dude you would see in the street of New York that's really doing whatever he say he doing. Like if there was a movie and they casted a thug, it would look like Prodigy. Prodigy would walk out, he would be that guy. In the movie, if it was like The Wire or whatever, like he's just Prodigy. So you know, and his voice and stuff like that. I don't even know how to describe it, man. Because I love Prodigy. I love his solo albums. I love these Mobb Deep albums. And like I said, we didn't even get to all the great songs on this album. Mobb Deep got my favorite video of all time. So I'm a huge fan.
So Matt asked a great question. Jadakiss or Prodigy?
Prodigy.
See, I think that's shocking to me. It's shocking to me because
It's not even hard.
That's my point, right? And now I think Prodigy has a better catalog. I'll say that flat out because HNIC has lots of great songs. I love, like you said, he's got great music. We talked about this album is a classic. Please do not get me wrong. I love lots of songs on this album. Love them. All right. So, but my point is, when I listen to Jadakiss, he's got bars, punchlines that are like, wow. You know, there's times when I listen to a verse of his, I'm
all
like,
his best
wow.
songs are with somebody else.
True. Again.
And he has few songs where it's him only.
Agreed.
Prodigy carries singles.
Agreed. So if you're talking about which one has a better discography, again, it's easily Prodigy. I'm not.
Well,
yeah.
You asked me who I want to hear. If I gotta pick up a disc and it's a solo Jadakiss album and a solo Prodigy album, it's not even close. I know exactly what I'm gonna get. I get that Prodigy album, it's gonna be fire, pretty much throughout. Especially if you're working with Alchemist. But if it's if I pick up the Jadakiss album, I'm gonna get some weird stuff. I'm gonna get a couple good ones. I'm gonna get some silly tales about ladies or street stuff. It's just it don't hit the same. There'll be some great bars on there, but I mean, even in the duo, Jada ain't like that. That Freddie and Jason album was not like that. So I agree. If I need a 16 to save my life, I'm calling Jada. But if I want to hear an album, I'm definitely going to Prodigy.
I agree. I can't disagree with anything you just said. I think every point you made is a good point. But Peter's saying Prodigy's not very lyrical. His flows, his cadence, his swag is what hits you. So let me talk about that because we already talked about this song. But like even Survival of the Fittest, which is a great song. It's it's a classic song. I love the song. I love the beat. I love the song. But even like his most quoted lyric, there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. From these streets we done took, you walking with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, right? But my thing is, the most quoted bar, that first line, it doesn't rhyme with anything.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, there's no rhymes. There's no rhyme scheme. Like, it's just...
he swags through a lot of tracks, man. I mean, look at the stuff he's saying, His best lines is always stuff like that. I break bread, ribs, $100 bills. Like, that sounds great though. When the song starts, I'm like, oh shit. I break ribs. I'm like, it's the thing. It's like, it's not some kind of great lines. It's just the way he does it.
Yeah,
Easily, Prodigy. I don't think 50 is close to Prodigy. I
yeah. I
don't even
don't.
see how people way overrate 50 in my opinion.
We've talked about that. 50's overrated to us too. 50's
That's
overrated
some
to
New
us too.
York shit. Prodigy has super classic bodies of work. I don't think 50 got nothing like what Prodigy got.
All right, let me ask
Agreed.
dumb it down. So, if Prodigy was on better beats, would you respect him more?
No, no,
Like,
no. He's on great beats. That's what he's
Yeah.
got the best. That's what he got going for him. He's on amazing beats.
It is
so
just
you
one
think
album.
other
I mean, he
rappers
got a
would do
bunch of hits
better
on
on
his
these
other albums and
beats?
stuff too. I'm sorry.
Say it again.
So you think other rappers would do better on these beats than he does?
I think we've seen that prove it. I mean, the Nas, Raekwon, Ghostface, they all kind of out rap him. I mean, like I said, I love his verse on Eye for an Eye. I think that's one of his better verses on the album. But I'm just saying, I think he consistently can get outshined. I mean, do we talk about songs like Quiet Storm and stuff like that as well? I mean, he's not.
Oh, I love his verse on Quiet Storm.
He's great on that too. And so I think he shows up. He's a competent. I have no issues with
He's
hearing
not
him
as
on a
high
track.
to you as everybody else. That's it.
He just
Everybody else say he top 10, but you got him top 20, top 25, something like that. Okay.
right. It's like
Okay.
that. It's
Yeah,
like
he
that.
is the
So
most competent, but not amazing rapper. Like Buckshot, another person I love personally, but have I heard a Buckshot bar that was like, oh, not really. It's
right,
always the way he says it, what he says, the things he says. I agree with, but it's not. He's not Lupe. All right, we're not talking about Lupe with the Prodigy. We're talking
right.
about a certain type of feeling.
So
That's how I feel about both of these albums we're going to review.
right. So this is my thing because yeah. So I feel like you hit the nail on the head. So that's why I always say I'm not a Mobb Deep hater. I'm really not. I love this album. It's just I don't the way people talk about it sometimes are like you said, like he is a top 10 rapper all time, or like and maybe he is some people's favorite rapper. When I hear him on a track, I'm not wowed. I'm not
I don't think
turned off.
I don't think you ever will be.
Right.
Like it's just not that.
So we're gonna get to, let's keep going, because when we get to Right Back at You, like I said, when Ghostface comes on, I'm instantly on this track.
That's what we're talking about.
I'm hyped.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hyped. Like I'm like, oh, Ghost, like from his voice to his,
Right.
like I said, to his flow, to the energy he brings. I'm like, oh snap, Ghost is on here. I don't get that same feeling when I hear Prodigy come on the track. To me, and
Nah,
that's
he
just,
don't. He don't have that. He don't have that. So I mean, I agree with everything you're saying pretty much. I like it more than y'all because I feel the swag. It works for me. I like it. So I also want to buy. When I hear Prodigy, I wish I had Tim's on with no socks, in shorts in the summertime. You know what I'm saying?
all right. So
Awesome.
then, anything else to say about this song before we keep going?
Nah.
All right, Cradle to the Grave, another great song, another standout track on this album.
Yep.
Any
I don't think we had too much to say, man. The song's great.
All right. Now, what y'all think? Because this is an interesting one. Drink Away the Pain. This is like their concept song. To rap about alcohol, like it's a girl. Like it's women. What y'all think of this one?
Like I said, I don't think they have a bad song on this album.
Mhm.
It's just some stuff that I won't listen to again. And there's some stuff that I love that I will listen to again. It's just, I can see how it was a classic in its time. I don't know if it stands the test of time. I'm not going to be the one to say it is or isn't because I wasn't around, so I don't know. But it's a good song. Like I said, they don't have a bad song on this album to me.
Okay. All
My
right.
favorites on
might
this
skip.
album, been my favorites, still gonna be my favorites. I'm, going back and listening to it, none of them made me be like, oh, I gotta play this song more. I was like, nah, I still love Right Back at You. I don't listen to Shook Ones as much because it's so overplayed.
Right.
But I still love that song. Temperatures Rising and Survival of the Fittest, basically the main. And I do listen to what you call them a good bit too. But that's like the only ones I'll go back to. I don't want to hear all of these songs all the time. Up North Trip, Trife Life, I'm good.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and then so we all know what Shook Ones is. Like we said, this like the most classic, one of the top. It's got to be a top 5 hip hop record or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then and then we got Party Over. Any thoughts on that one?
No.
All right. So what would you get? Because I mean, to me, like I said, there's some no bad songs, but definitely some mid songs to me. I think so. What would you rate this album if you had to give it a rating today?
For me, I gotta give it a 7 just because you ain't got no skips. Like, no song is bad to me. So you gotta be a 7 at the minimum to me. And that's what it is to me. Like, I can see why people call this a classic in the time that it came out before we hear all the things that we hear now and how rap has evolved more.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why this is a classic.
See, to me, that's far too low. One, I mean, even
That's
when you
way too
said
low, bro. It's like a 9.5, dog. It's like a 9.5.
I was
I'm
gonna
never
say
listening
I was
to
gonna
this
say a
again.
flat 9. I was gonna say a flat 9. So my thing
You
is,
give it a 9 and you got hate like that? There ain't no way.
because I mean, I didn't. I would okay. I would.
There's nothing negative.
Yeah.
There's no points to take off.
Right. I
Yeah.
just I'm taking off points for the I don't enjoy, I would don't want to replay, like I said, this middle part, Up North Trife Life, Hectic, those 3 songs, right? And then Party Over is whatever to me. So the rest of it I like. The rest of it I like the whole thing. So to me, and then the thing is the fact that you got smash hits. Shook Ones, like I said, top 5 song of all time. Survival of the Fittest,
Yeah.
one of the best songs, so that to me, that makes up for a mid song or 2.
Yes,
You know?
exactly.
So
yes. A Quiet Storm gonna. I mean, not Quiet Storm. Shook One's gonna carry like 3 whack songs. That's why I had to give this a 9.5. Because the song's not whack, but I mean, it's that level of song. It's higher
It
than
is
any
that
song.
level.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
7.5 in the chat. My goodness. So you're not alone. B
I
Dub.
mean, I give it that because I wasn't there. This album don't mean nothing to me. So, and 7.5, that's good. 70%, like,
nah, it's a
I
C,
don't know.
dog. That's
That's
a
really
C.
good.
That's a C. All
I
right.
don't grade it like A, B, and C. Because
Hey,
I'm
man.
giving it a letter grade.
I
I'm
think I
giving
gave
it
that Yay a 7.
a B plus at a minus at the most. I mean, at the least, a B plus, just because it is a classic. It's just not a classic for me. I understand how it could be for others.
To
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I
Y'all too low. To me, Shook Ones is putting it up 1 point. No matter whatever you have it at, should be an extra point because it got Shook Ones on it.
right. I did
No,
that.
when I
I
say-
literally did that because when I came in, I was like, I'd give this album an 8. But then I was like, man, some of the good songs, I'll give it an extra point. Literally, that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly how I thought about it. So I couldn't even think of lower than an 8. I'm shocked that you'd give it a 7.
Y'all crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all crazy.
I'm
Even
saying-
thinking this was anywhere near a 7 is hate. Blatant
No,
disrespect.
I'm
Disrespect
saying
towards
out
that
of
man.
classics.
Probably people about to get
Out
y'all.
of classics, it's a 7.5 out of classics to me.
Oh, okay. So it's a
Yeah,
7.
it's
Oh.
already in the
Classic
legendary
scale.
category.
Okay, so
Okay.
what's
It's in the
so what
legendary.
what are some fellow 7.5s in the classic category?
Let's do this. Do you think it's better?
It would probably
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Do you think it's better
No,
or
go
worse
ahead.
than Paid in Full?
Better or worse than Paid in Full? That's tough. Because for the time that Paid in Full came out, for it to still be so great is crazy.
Just
But
as
just for
pick
my
one.
ears, this is better than Paid in Full to me.
Okay.
For my ears, yeah.
All right.
I would rather listen to this.
Better or worse than
Alright.
Capital Punishment? I wanted to hear I want to hear
Worse.
Baldy's worse than Capital Punishment.
Oh, I'd rather hear Capital Punishment.
Okay.
Yes. I love that energy way more.
I love this album too, but I'd rather hit Capital Punishment for sure.
Well, to
but I
me-
think I think Capital Punishment high. That's why I was like shocked when people was hating on Capital Punishment. To me, Capital Punishment is so great.
Well,
I love that energy on the album.
So again, and this is my thing. To me, Capital Punishment is the same vibe. You know, when we talk about the gritty, dark beats and production and stuff like that, and even subject matter. But Pun is just a way better rapper. So that's my
Pun
thing.
is a one-on-one type rapper, man.
Right. So
Yeah.
when we talk about, so that's my thing. When Mobb Deep is talked about, it seems like almost like it's like no, I never see criticism of any type. I've seen people and shockingly get online and talk about Capital Punishment's not classic, or I've seen people get on.
Man. You just don't understand, bro. Like I said, you don't have. Do you have Tim's on right now?
I don't.
If you have Tim's on right now, you would understand, man.
But this is the part I don't understand because listen, because other New York people's favorite rappers have all dissed Prodigy. Well, let's be honest. Jay-Z put the dude on the Summer Jam stage, and Nas dissed him, and Tupac dissed him. I mean, this not like he didn't have beefs or didn't already have criticism in his lifetime. It seems
his response to Jigga was bad too. It was bad.
Right.
It was weak.
Now, Drop a Gem on them, their response to Tupac was good, but I mean, that was, the circumstances of that just make it a little bit less, to me. But it's not like he didn't have criticism in his time. In the time of prime of his career, they were getting dissed. But now it seems almost like retroactively, like they are number one group.
I mean, Prodigy passed away. That's one thing. I mean, we gonna always have super love for him.
Sure.
But like I said, I don't know if that's the only reason though, man. I'm telling you, it's just who he is, man. It's who he is. His respect is bigger than that. Because yes, most people that get dissed like they did and had the response and stuff lost the way they did would have been more shunned or at least more clowned about it. You don't really hear people talk about that. How they came back at Jay-Z much at all.
Right. You hear people, so I mean, you hear people still to this day talk, and this is my introduction to Mobb Deep. Like I'm not gonna lie. My introduction to Mobb Deep was, I'm start getting into hip hop around that 2000s time. I was born in 93. So when I'm like starting to listen to music, I'm listening Blueprint, Still Mad. These are some of my first albums I'm listening to, right? And I'm hearing the Prodigy disses, I'm like, and so that's my first impression of him. I feel like other people have a different view of him, but that's my first impression of him. And then I had to go back and say, oh, what, this was the positive of it. So it's interesting to me, his legacy is interesting. And, like I said, rest in peace. I got no hate, but it's just interesting to me.
Hey, like I said, you don't remember the hype for Murder Music. You wasn't there. It was off the charts. And then when H&IC came out, I played Keep It Thorough on repeat. Shit, I still play Keep It Thorough on repeat. Like, yo. So I was very excited. Like I said, I saw them live maybe two times. We saw one time with Ghost and Ray. It was Mobb Deep and then Ghost and Ray. That's great. So I got tons of love for Prodigy and Mobb Deep.
All right.
Get Rich or Die Trying is trash, bro. I hate y'all that like this album, dog.
Yo, it makes sense though, because Matt is also an Eminem fan, and let's not front like 50 didn't get a benefit from being signed to Eminem on that Get Rich or Die Trying hype, that whole thing. So that's part of what makes him so huge. But we've talked about it before, Matt. We think Get Rich or Die Trying is overrated. Definitely some huge classic songs on that album as well, but when you listen to the whole thing, I don't think it's. I think Infamous is definitely better. So,
not even close, man. Not even close. I ain't trying to hit no 21 Questions and other bullshit that's on that album.
All right, let's move on to the last album we were going to talk about. It's cool. We went in chronological order here. So, 1999.
I forgot about this one.
Joey. This is a classic mixtape to me.
Yep.
And this to me shows the reason why mixtapes are so great. I mean, they on this album they use beats and samples that are like super dope. And I'm shocked that it's like it's all on streaming. I guess they just got everything cleared. It's really dope to me because they use beats straight off of other people's albums and stuff. Yeah, I don't really know how it works. Yeah.
Did y'all know? Have y'all heard this before? Were y'all into this before? Or when this came
I've never
out?
heard this before. This is my first time ever listening to
Okay.
any Joey Badass song at all. I can't name one song by this dude ever.
Okay. Okay. So you never heard Joey Badass.
Wow.
Dumb it down. You were younger, so you probably got with this. Were you with this when this came out?
So not when it first came out.
Okay.
So I wasn't. I feel like I caught on to Joey a little late. When his debut actual album came out. But I did go back and listen to this, and I've always liked this album. We went to the show and saw Pro Era. All together. And yeah. I mean, I've been a fan of his. I can't say from the beginning, but definitely was a fan of his early on and have followed his career since. So
we gotta go to a show together, man. Who coming to your city in the summer, man? I gotta fly out there, but we gotta go to a show because I love going to the shows, man. Nah, people be there, man. You in Texas? People go through Texas.
We had they do have some people. I wanted to go to that Boldy game show when he came out here, but I saw it too late.
I'm so glad this dude coming here, man. I can't wait to see Boldy, man. That's my guy.
Yeah. But so yeah, I don't know, man. This 1999, this dude, Joey Badass. Like I said, I never heard of him until he got in a beef with Troy Ave, and Troy Ave talked about his friend committed suicide. So
all right,
that's the only thing I knew about that.
We definitely gonna get there because I mean, look, Capital Steez is on this album, and he's one of the highlights of the album. Yeah. So
I didn't know.
Rest in peace, Capital Steez. Yeah, he's on this album, and for that Pro Era crew, he was kind of like the glue of it. People say he kind of was the one that was pulling everybody together. So it's interesting because everybody on this album, like they all have great chemistry together, like on these different tracks. But then once after Steez dies, they seemed like they've all kind of gone separate ways. And Joey did a follow-up to this album, 2000, and I think the most disappointing thing is that he doesn't have the Pro Era, group with them on that album. And so it's a completely different vibe. I really, feel like it was a disappointment to me, so.
I thought it was a good album, but yeah, I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same as this. And you can't recreate this energy, man. This is why I like this album. This energy sounds like legit. I guess they're all like 18, 20-ish or whatever.
Yeah, high school.
Putting some beats down and rapping on them, and everybody takes a turn, and they all rap. The raps are good. It's like the vibe is cool. So it just seems like, it seems really fun. It reminds me of a time a few years ago that I had where we had a club where people would just kind of do this. And so I always loved this album.
Yeah, agreed. So I'll just go right, to get into the review of the album, and we can talk more about it in general afterwards. The first three tracks, to me, it starts off slow. The worst part of the album is the beginning part of the album.
No.
All right.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Waves is fantastic.
Waves is good. Waves is good.
I love Waves.
All right, hold on. Are we going in order?
All right,
Summer Nights was
Summer
good to me.
Nights.
Like
Okay,
Summer
good.
Nights.
You love Summer Nights. Great. All right. To me,
I like Summer Nights. Like I said, I never heard this dude before, so this is a good introduction song.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad song at all. I'm not saying any of these three songs are bad. Okay, Summer Nights to me it's got a long intro, to it, and then it's a short song. So like he doesn't start rapping to like almost, I don't know, like maybe 30, 40 seconds in, and then it's a shorter song.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just cool.
But Waves is one of the best ones on here. I'm surprised you don't like Waves, man. I love Waves.
I mean,
I can't hear Waves because J. Cole rapped
False
over this
Prophets
beat, and he
is a
did
better
so
song.
much.
Right.
He's so much better. And yeah, I didn't know that this was a Joey song. So yeah, False Prophets is way better than Waves. So I couldn't really get into this song like that.
Yeah. So I mean,
I guess I had already loved Waves before.
Right. And understandable, completely understandable. I just, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to listen to this beat, I'm gonna play False Prophets. So, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, so and then from the Tombs, what y'all think of this one?
I like the song, man.
Good beat. Like the same thing with Infamous to me. That I don't think they have a bad song on here for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also instead of contrary to Infamous, this ain't got no standouts to me personally. There's nothing on here where I'm like, oh shit, I gotta play this again.
Oh man, I disagree. I disagree with that
No,
completely.
yeah, I disagree so much. Yeah, so yeah,
Mhm.
I of all the albums we listened to, I might say this was my favorite of the week that I listened to of the weekend. I know that's kind of crazy. I love this album. A huge fan of this album. Uh, so yeah, I mean, just this
What is
is
he talking about? Like, what am I supposed to be getting from this dude? I couldn't like listening to it. I couldn't picture where he was at in life. Like, I couldn't
mm,
tell. Like reading it, I see that he's 17 years old, but I didn't get that from the album. I didn't
Oh,
know that he was. I couldn't tell that he was just a young dude trying to figure out life through this album. That wasn't
to me, this
portrayed
gives
to me.
complete high school vibe.
yeah.
Complete high school, early college vibe. To me, this is exactly what this is. This is rap nerds hanging out.
Exactly. To me, this is just like them in a cipher. They just like who got the best verse. They wrote verses at home,
Yes.
just trying to out
Yep.
rap each other. Oh, look at how dope my lines are, and they get on a track. It's not a. I mean, some of the songs are about stuff. They have songs that have themes and different stuff like that. But it's really
Yeah.
just like look how dope my raps are, and I love that. I mean, I love bars, so I love this album. And then they pick great beats to me. So
And I like I said, I love the whole we are like I said, rap nerds hanging out vibe is a vibe I like.
Mhm.
So obviously, that's something I can appreciate. So it
yeah.
works for me.
So the argument in the chat, man, I completely agree with Peter, man. Get Rich or Die Trying is just a club banger album. Mini Men is also a great song. It's the best song on the album, but yeah. What y'all think of
Nah,
this?
Wankster, huh?
Well, I disagree,
Nah, I
but
like Mini Man.
Mini Men for sure.
Yeah.
But y'all tell us what y'all think of this 1999. Did y'all listen to it? Let us know in the chat. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, man. If y'all enjoy us talking about these classic albums, shining light on some of the albums that don't get talked about in hip hop enough. To me,
This album came out in the whack era too, so let me give it some shine.
So we're gonna talk about that at the end too, because I got a take at the end. So, but right here, Survival Tactics, man. This is where it picks up. This beat,
Fire
the energy, fire song.
Fire.
And
Yes, fire.
like I feel like this is the type of energy that, like I said, the 2000 album was missing. It was too laid back sometimes and stuff like that. But Joey brings the energy on this album, on this track, and so does Steez. They just get on. And even like the story of this song was like. Joey had written this verse to a different song, and Steez was the one. He brought it to Steez. Steez was like, "No, we got to get on this beat right here." So, and they bring that energy. I think this super great.
Yeah, this beat got hype to it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
It
right.
love
ain't,
this
it ain't
song.
nearly as laid back as some of the other ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked to hear you say that, Peter. Man, not a big fan of 1999, but maybe it's if you prefer the more street aesthetic of the Infamous. This album doesn't give that, obviously. So maybe that's why. And then I feel like they keep the energy going on Killuminati. It's not as good as Survival Tactics, but I still love Joey and Steez together.
Yep.
All right.
Great song. Yeah, definitely. And Capital C's, I felt like I heard of him before. I don't know what else I've seen him on, but he killed this. He did great on the song.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then
I like him better than Joey on this song, honestly.
See that's what I'm saying. I mean, one of the things is he stands out in a lot of the songs to me. Capital Steez does, and that's why it was such a tragedy, when he passed, so. But Hard Knock is another song I like, and CJ Fly again, another one of the Pro Era dudes, also I think does a great job.
I don't love this one as much though. I don't love the beat on this one as much.
Did you like Illuminati?
Yeah.
Was that on yours? 5? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good for you. I didn't like that one as much as Survival Tactics, but
No, Survival Tactics might be the best one on the album. So.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. All right. It's one of my favorites. It's easily an early favorite. So it's definitely a song I love. A song I put in my playlist for sure. So, so then let's go Hard Knock. What y'all? You said that's a weaker one to you?
Yeah, to me.
Okay. All right. To me, once we get after that, this run, World Domination, the beat is amazing. Penny Royal, the beat is amazing, and both of these, Joey is killing it. And then like from here all the way through, the hooks and stuff like that on this album are great too. When we get to Funky Hoes, Daily Routine, I love the hooks on those songs. So that run right there is like you hit that run on the album and it's like smooth sailing to me.
Penny Royal, I love that song. Daily Routine, love that song. Snakes, love that song. So
yeah. So and I think it's is it I'm pretty sure it's Penny Royal. It's the one where he's doing like the Doom thing. It's on the Doom beat, right? It's on the Doom beat, and then I feel like he's kind of he kind of raps almost like Doom, and then he even has like line like he has the rhymes like dimes reference line in the track. He has a couple of Doom references in the track, so he was clearly a Doom fan. Picked some Doom beats and stuff, so I think that's dope.
This is very mid to me. Like, it's not a bad Penny Royal is cool, but I don't like the way he approached the song. The energy on it. Oh, it could have been different to me.
Okay. All right.
fair enough.
I like so I had to make the song cry. Like, I get that. But if he was trying to make it feel like that, it don't feel like song cry to me.
No, I don't think he's trying to make it feel like that. I feel like that was just like a reference he thrown. I mean, see, to me, this is the thing that when you say I don't know where this album, like B said, these are rap nerds who are fans of rap doing their thing. So I feel like they throw in references to the stuff they love in hip hop. That's what I love about it because I feel like I'm a fellow fan. I get the Doom reference. I get the reference to the Jay-Z song. Whatever. So they do it. This is like. Almost like, it's like the Chick song, Penny Royal is, you're doing the Doom flow and stuff, and then you just, give an ode to another Chick song from Jay-Z, to me, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So, I agree. My approach and thoughts about it are the same. I don't have I don't need a theme.
Yeah.
Mid to me, brothers.
All right. Well, we
on Snakes. Daily Routine.
Snakes is a good one.
I love Snakes.
Yeah. Okay, you love it. You think this is one of the stronger ones?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything particular you want to say about it, or?
Like it a lot. That's about it.
All right. All right. Dope Front is another one of my favorites. And then Righteous Minds is one of the best songs on the album.
Yep.
For sure. And then
Righteous Minds.
Righteous Minds, yep.
Yeah. And then Where It's At, it's to me, another a little dip to me. And then Third Eye is a dope.
Third Eye shit is great.
Yeah. Like
Third Eye shit is great.
Almost everybody, brings it,
I forget how long it was until we listened to it again. Because it's always been one of my favorites on here. And I'm just like, wow, that song is long. I forgot how long it was. Because everybody raps. And I like how they do the chorus different. And then they all do it together. Yeah. I love that song.
Yeah, I love how they all say the chorus together. And then, like, whoever's about to rap does it by themselves for like the end part. I think is greatly constructed. I mean, Imperial Stats, says that he thinks America's bad, whatever.
All American Badass. Yeah, no, it wasn't. That's
I don't
like
think
Joey's third or fourth best album.
Right. I think to me that's only better than 2000. To me, I think 2000 is his worst album, and I think
I might have 2000 over it, but I haven't listened to both of them back to back. I listened to 2000 when it came out. I haven't listened to All American Badass since it came out. There was like 4 songs on there. Is Devastated on there?
Man, I have to go back. I haven't listened to it in a while, man. I haven't listened to it in a while. Honestly, I go back to Before the Money and this a lot. So yeah, we appreciate you.
Yeah, that's gotta be on
Peter. Definitely, we appreciate you checking out the classic hip hop reviews, man. We love talking about hip hop. We love talking about these albums. So yeah, man.
Yeah, Devastated is on All American Badass. Yeah, I like All American Badass, but come on, man, it ain't touching this to me at all.
But if you looking for a concept type of thing, again, something that has more of a subject matter, then All American definitely has that. But I disagree with the hooks being better. To me, the hooks on this 1999 are flawless. I love these hooks.
Everything about 99 is better. I mean, except for the concepts and themes.
So, I mean, but hey, we appreciate the different opinions. For sure, we definitely appreciate different opinions. He definitely has more substance on All American.
Yeah, for sure, more substance.
But I mean, it makes sense. He's older, so this is what I wanted to get to, though. All right, because to me, Joey, one of the more promising people of this generation of the 2010s, when rap was in the gutter. They named the album 1999 as a old to 90s golden era hip hop. Almost in like we bringing it back. And then Joey, he has 4 albums total, and he's an actor. More so. Doesn't seem as invested. Now he did just drop that track with Conway the Machine, but
yeah, bro,
that was dope track.
Machine, it was dope.
It was dope. But I was gonna say I wanted to ask y'all, do you think acting hurt rappers' careers, or what? Or what do you think? Or did he just lost his love for hip hop?
Yeah, he just not as into it, man.
Okay.
But he gave us 2000 fairly recently. That came out last year or the year before?
Yeah, it came out like
22.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I was happy to get more from him. I wish he kind of released more often, but the rappers make way more money doing acting and stuff like that, man. He was good on Mr. Robot too. I liked him on Mr. Robot a lot. Mr. Robot was dope.
Yeah, he's in several things. He's Matt. He's in the Wu-Tang show. He plays INS. He plays Inspector Deck. So yeah. You said 1999. His flow wasn't polished enough. Run on sentence rapping.
I agree with that.
The
flows on here are better than the flows on basically all his other albums.
Yeah, I like the run on. I like the flow. I like that. I feel like he got a lot of bars, a lot of punchlines, a lot of entendres. On this album, a lot of references and stuff. I feel like the lyricism is on point. The flows, he used different people's flows. Like I said, he used some Doom inspired flows, some whatever different things. I think it's. I didn't get the breath control thing either. I mean, but hey, like I said, I appreciate we appreciate the hate. We appreciate the criticism.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't songs. That's the thing is these aren't crafted like songs. They do have hooks and stuff like that, but these are, dudes rapping, and for some reason, to me, they come out better than some of the ones that are more pointed at a certain theme and things like that. As far as just enjoyable listening, I do appreciate All American Badass. It's just not. I don't turn it on that much. Maybe I should go back to it.
So my thing is, because to me, I feel like Joey is somebody who should be talked about as one of the best rappers of his generation, and I feel like
he should be.
Yeah, he should be. But
who else is his generation?
Well, I mean, he came out. So this album came out 2012. So
Yeah. So who else would be comparable? His peers.
I mean,
I'm
I feel like
gonna look
the
up his freshman cover.
Kendrick's first album or his first major label album came out that same time. I feel like the Big
Yeah,
Sean's
he's not above Kendrick. I like him more than Big
Logic's
Sean.
the
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
you talk about
like
logical clown ass.
Schoolboy
Last
Q, Action Bronson, Travis Scott, Logic. That's about
Action
the
Bronson. He's had a better career than Action Bronson, in my opinion. Who else is there?
Absol
Not better than Q.
Absol.
He got a better discog than Ab-Soul, I think. Yeah, Joey got better discog than Ab-Soul. I think Soul's
I
Action
agree.
Bronson.
rapper, but he ain't making better music.
I don't even know if that's true. I mean, I think Absol doesn't have the same charisma or the same personality as Joey. So you want to say
Yeah, I
strictly
agree.
lyrics?
He has bars. He has bars though.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
You want
he
to
has
say
bars.
strictly bars? Yeah. But when we talk about so Peter, when you say the problem with 1990 don't like the album sonically, they got beats from Doom. They got beats from Jay Dilla on here. I really don't know. To me, the beats are great. If you like I guess the more relaxed sounding hip hop.
Yeah, they just don't like that vibe.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I get it.
uh,
Action was done as soon as he did Ghost. I mean I disagree with that. I think he just decided to make weird albums instead of stuff that was making him hot before that. And I agree. I disagree with that. I love Survival Tactics, but I like other songs on there. But you're right. That's the one that I listen to the most when I listen to one of the songs off this album. So,
it's the highlight for sure. It's definitely a highlight. So
I mean that's definitely true. But what else we got to say about this album, man? Anything else we got to say about it?
no,
I mean,
definitely not. I just like I
we
said,
got.
I would want to hear more
Well,
from Joey.
where y'all rank Joey on that list? Is he above Q?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean you don't got a lot of albums either, though. I mean, to me,
Yeah, but
so
his two are better than all Joey's.
Oxymoron and Blank Face, you saying are better than 1999, All American, and Before the Money.
Yep. Not even close. Yes, for sure. Blank Face and Oxymoron are I'd say Oxymoron and Blank Face are damn near classics.
I agree. I agree with that. But I also think that of 1999 and Before the Money. So, yeah.
I don't think Before the Money is on that level. I think you overrate Before the Money.
Maybe I could be overrating it. It might be maybe it's the time I listen to it or whatever. But
you're not a Schoolboy fan, Stats? Man, I like Schoolboy a lot, man.
Hey,
I didn't know. I thought Schoolboy was universally loved.
I think Schoolboy makes the best music of that whole crew.
Yes,
Oxymoron came out my senior year. We were listening to that shit so damn much. It was insane.
Yeah, you probably had Man of the Year on repeat.
Yeah.
Repeat.
You about to graduate? Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, every time we got in the car.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree. So he can't be over Schoolboy, but who else you said? You said ASAP Rocky. I think he over ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
I don't love ASAP Rocky like that.
He's
everybody that's on one train. I thought so. Of course, Kendrick over him. Who else though? I don't know who else. So
Yeah, I'm doing
right
his freshman cover. So I mean, it's Schoolboy Q, Joey, Absol, Logic, Dizzy Wright. I don't even think no. Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Travis Scott would be over him, of course.
Oh yeah.
No. I mean, well, okay, I'm not in publicly, but I'm not a fan, a big fan.
Yeah.
Man,
Big
people
Crit,
argue
I put over.
Travis Scott album's the best, man.
I put Crit over him. Crit's got the most music of them all.
No, that Birds in the Trap is fire.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. People fight over which one is the best.
Yeah. To me, Crit's got the most music of them all, and I think he's got the best music of them all. Crit, Big Crit.
Crit.
Oh, you like Crit the best? That's true. You love Crit.
I love Crit, man.
Yeah.
I think Q got him easy.
No, Q 2 albums. Come on, 2 albums over Crit's whole discography.
Q2. That's all you need. I'm sorry, I love Q, bro. I'm a big fan.
Nah,
I'm a big fan. Oh yeah, I saw him live too. You know what I'm saying? I saw him live too. I am biased.
Yeah, that's some bias right there.
The,
When you
the
got
AC
two
went off in that
albums
Q show.
over,
It was terrible, bro. Too many people was touching me. I was like, it's hot as fucking here. Don't touch me. It was terrible, but it was great at the same time.
yeah, I think that's crazy. I think that's a crazy take. So, yeah, man. K Dot is overrated. We talked about that before. Crit
Yeah,
that's a
here,
fact.
Return of Forever. Forever's a mighty long time. I mean, I love Catalactica. I mean,
I
I think
like those albums.
Crit's catalog. He's got
Oxymoron.
the most albums too. It's not just quality; it's quantity as well. Crit works, unlike a
Not
lot
all
of these other
quality.
rappers.
It's not all quality from Crit though. It's not all quality.
It don't all have
Not
to
all
be quality when you got 10 albums to choose from.
But
Whereas
when
with Q,
when
you got 3
Oxymoron
albums,
in a blank face, you good. You got a high percentage of success.
and then you got what was the last one? A Crash Talk was bad. So
Crash Talk has some good songs on it, but
yeah,
you're right.
come
I
on,
don't
it was
disagree.
bad.
I don't like that album. I was very disappointed by that album.
So yeah, man. All right. So anything else we got to talk about before we get out of here? All right. So
Something else we missing. I feel like we missing something.
We didn't mention that J. Cole single that was fucking amazing.
Oh, that was
oh
hype.
yeah,
That was
let's
hype.
talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so all right, because that J. Cole sing. Listen, man, I think the beat was dope, but it's not the full song though, right? That was like just half a song.
Man, that thing was 2
I don't
minutes.
know.
I'm like, how could it
Oh, I thought that was the whole
not be?
song. Huh?
It's 2 minutes. How much longer can the song be?
It sounded like he was about
Maybe a
to
minute or
switch the
two.
beat and go into something else. That's what it sounded
Yeah,
like.
I
Be a whole
agree.
another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know. I'm excited. As a J. Cole stan, I'm excited. I'm fired up. I cannot wait. And one of the bars on here, he said he don't want to stop rapping. He might drop 2 more albums.
Right, right, and then listen to me, the Cole, detractors, the Cole haters. The biggest thing that everyone says is he don't pick good beats. This beat wasn't boring, wasn't laid back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Baldy, you one of the Cole haters. What you thought of the beat on this?
I like the song. I'm excited to hear what J. Cole got to do. I feel like he's been leveling up. If he don't make all the beats on the album, it should be a good album, probably.
See, I feel like he heard the criticism. I feel like he's just gonna get some some exciting beats, like Imperial Stats. You wanted them. I think you're gonna get on some exciting beats. I hope. Did you hear the snippet that came out? I feel like you're gonna get on dope, high energy beats and just smash them. Like he's been doing on all his features. So.
Did you see the doc? Like, it's like 9 minutes or 6 minutes or something like that. A snippet from the doc where he was sitting down with Take Heat, told him, "Don't just give me the stuff that you think I would like. Give me the trap stuff too." I
Right.
think it was Take Heat, or it might have been one of the other ones. I'm like, man, this album gonna be so good. I can't wait. Sound like you about to drop this summer though, so it's gonna be a while.
Okay.
Man, y'all froze for a minute.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I just noticed that you were frozen.
Yeah, you were frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
On YouTube, it just shows you frozen. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So Imperial Stat says J. Cole need to act like he doing a feature on his solo because he better at that than his own music, and I think that's exactly what he's gonna do. Imperial Stats. I mean, that's what it sounded like he's doing on that snippet. So that's why I think he said, even what B Dog is saying that in this interview, he's saying, "Hey, don't just give me the beats you think I would hear." I think he's just gonna get whatever it sounds like and just smash just like the best beats that he can
I
get.
hope we get on there with some legends too.
I would love it if he rap some other people. Now he's done that on other people's stuff. He's never done it on his album. He's always maintained.
Let Black Thought get on there.
He's always maintained that people ain't worthy to be on his album. Now I wonder if he'll change that for the fall off.
Like I said, let Thought get on there, man.
He seemed hungrier. Like this is what I like from rappers that I'm into when they start getting hungrier the later their career goes. And like it seemed like he was slowing down for a little bit. He started talking about retirement, but now he's just amping himself back up, getting in the studio with all of these people. So it's like, man, and that's why I like the his last album. It's not the Fall Off. I can't remember the name of it. But I liked his last album that much because it seemed like he was already doing something that he wasn't doing before. So if every album he's taking another step out of his comfort zone, then I'm excited.
Yeah. So Xander in the chat said, Cole overrated. He also said that, that Kendrick's overrated, or at least Dan was overrated. So I think, but see, here's the issue I have. So Xander said Cole's overrated. Isn't near Nas, Scarface, or Q. You went to 90s
number 1,
legends.
2, and 3 all time,
yes,
or something like that.
Greatest of all time type rappers. Cole's not that. We not saying he's a GOAT. People might say that he's the GOAT of this generation. Someone who's a fan of this generation might say he's a GOAT. But I don't think anyone's saying he's the GOAT of all time. I think that'd be insane for anyone to say that. So
I want to hear him on a song with with Black Thought and Nas. You know what I'm saying? And J. Cole.
We'll love it. Imperial Stats said
something like that. I'd be a big fan.
I would love to hear him on tracks with just legends. Black Thought, Nas. I mean, get like the best. Get the best of the best.
He doesn't do it over and over, but just a couple times, man. Just once or twice.
But I think if he goes to these trap beats or like crazy beats with Tay Keith and I can't think of the other dude's name they said might have been there. But I don't think that would deter the legends. Like I don't think Black Thought wants to get on a Tay Keith beat or.
I think Black Thought will kill any beat that he gets on. Yeah,
Thought, man.
Yeah, he's getting on all kinds of different beats. Yeah, so I think
we'll see.
Yeah, I think Imperial Stats. We talked about false prophets earlier too. I think J. Cole would benefit from that type of energy. I think getting someone like Conway, get the best of the people of today. Conway the Machine should be on the album. Get Method Man. He been on a feature run.
What if he rapped with Ransom?
That would be great.
Ooh, yo, there's no way he gonna do that. That's
not happening. That's not happening. Ransom not. That's not getting.
That is not happening. Ransom come on your track, make you embarrassed, dog. Make you tuck the bars. Nah, I think Cole could rap with him, dog. I would love to hear it, man.
I mean, yeah.
I think he'll rap with anybody.
Ransom is better than Cole
right now. That's why I would love to see it.
We naming the best. If y'all already noticed, we naming the best, and we saying because what the biggest criticism I have for Cole's feature run is that it's all against no competition rappers, and he's washing them.
I don't think that's true. He washed Royce, but Royce was telling a story about his father or whatever. It's not really the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. It wasn't.
I didn't think he was really. Yeah, that wasn't a barred up track. It wasn't the Prime album. It was, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was like real serious. Benny, I think Benny had a good verse on that song.
That was one of his best verses in a while. That was one of Benny's best verses.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Peace Caddy. Yeah.
In a while, for sure. I agree.
I don't know if it was okay. Well, you can say in a while, but I don't think it was one of his best verses. And then who else? Who else Cole been with? Korean dudes. Yeah, I think those are the best rappers that he rapped with. Right? I would like to hear him get on the track. And like I said, it could just be one song where he gets on the track with one of those dudes.
He's already done a track with rapper. He's already done a track with Mos and Talib, Imperial Stats, Just Begun.
Yeah, he did one.
So he's done that before. But I mean, I would hear it again. So.
Oh man, him with Lupe? Come on, man.
I don't think that's happening.
No, and that there probably just both thing or something. Yeah. Well, I think Lupe would do a feature for Cole.
Maybe. You barely hear Lupe on anything. Like I said, you also barely hear Ransom on anything. That's why I said some of the names y'all throw out.
Okay, but but a couple of things. Well, first of all, I'm just naming some of my favorite people right now, but all time. But I think the thing with either one of them is, are people calling them to get on their song? Because Ransom's on whatever songs people. I feel like he's on Griselda songs. He's on other people's songs. When they call him, I
feel like he just run with that crew. He'd be on Shade.
I feel like who want to call Ransom?
Right.
Like that's the thing. To me, is who want to call Ransom? It's like, ooh, I know what I want on my album. I want to get bodied. Let me call Ransom. Like, is that the move? Lupe might not do that. Lupe might get on there and sing. Both of them might. It'd be him and Lupe, and they'd both sing the whole song. And you'd be like,
that's not. Lupe don't be getting on features and sing. That never happened.
That's why he'll do it. J. Cole will be like, nah, this is gonna be our R&B song, man. We're not even gonna rap on this one.
Crooked Eye is to me also kind of overrated. He's to me
Great
my
bars,
least favorite.
not good music.
Yeah, least favorite of the Slaughterhouse crew. Least favorite. But he's a great rapper. Not to say he's the worst lyricist by any means.
He's capable at lyricism.
Right.
He's not. I wouldn't say great because you got to make good music for you to be great. Like I think Royce has done that. I don't think Crooked Eye has done it.
Yeah.
And I don't know all his music, but any time I've ever listened to his albums, I'm like, could live without this.
I like Joe Budden better than Crooked. I think honestly, Joe Budden of Slaughterhouse.
Crooked is my last one.
Royce is number one. Royce is number one.
Right.
Budden was number 2 to me.
Yep.
Then Joel. Then Crook. That's my order.
That's the order. That's the order. Yep.
So
that's the right order. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. But all right, we can sit in here and talk all day to this chat, man. Thanks for joining in, man. Like, subscribe, man. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the sub. Tell a friend.
Tell them what albums we doing next week.
Yeah,
what you got, Matt? Let's see. Matt was asking.
I want to hear
Matt,
this song. French Montana about to come out. I want to hear this song with Kanye and West Side Gun on it. But the rest of it,
I mean, Schoolboy is dropping next Friday, so the day after we record. So, do we want to do a Schoolboy album to get us ready for his new album, or?
When I hug your mama, look over your shoulder, you notice I got the.
Oh, you want to do like Oxymoron or something? Y'all want to do that?
Nah, we can. Oh, I think Oxymoron is classic. We can do that for sure. Okay. What else? We gotta do one of the old ones.
Yeah, I like how we did this week. How we did one in the 90s, one modern, and one. I like how we did that. So let's do at least one in the 90s.
Monkey Bars never goes out of rotation.
Oh,
Monkey Bars stays in rotation.
Let me tell you, okay, because I ain't going this rant before, but Mobb Deep, we talked about this before, but I definitely got Helter Skelter over Mobb Deep. All right, I love Strong Price.
Helter Skelter over Mobb Deep is a stand,
man.
My man.
It is a stand, so I'm standing on it, man. Listen. If I'm gonna listen to that New York stuff, like you said, I'm taking Sean Price all day. He's got bars that are funny. You talk about personality. I love Sean Price. Love Sean Price.
Yeah. So, and look, you want to keep this type of stuff going. If I had to pick for some New York type grimy type hip hop, I'm gonna pick Black Moon Into the Stage over Infamous.
Ooh, okay, that's another big one. Okay, that's a take. So,
me personally, I love Buckshot. I love Into the Stage. Like,
I think that's what I disagree on. I feel like I disagree on the Black Moon.
Yeah, I hear you, but I love Into the Stage. It's in my personal probably top 10 albums. I love Into the Stage.
All right, so so if we were rating groups, hold on, real quick, since we are in this conversation, if we were rating groups, where would you put Mobb Deep? Top 10, top 5, because I think Outkast is number 1.
Yeah, I'd be top 10. Okay,
so can we name 10 that are better? Okay. I'm gonna name groups. You tell me if they. All right, Tribe. So that's 2.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Little Brother.
No.
Not better than Mobb Deep.
No.
Okay, I completely disagree.
You over.
I'm not overrated, Little Brother. I'm wilding. So wait, Infamous is better than
I'm with you. No, I'm with you. Little Brother better than Mobb Deep to me.
For sure.
Sure. All right, go ahead. Who else?
All right. Okay, we got is De La? What about De La?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. People in the chat. UGK. What you think?
Mobb Deep got more than UGK.
Clips? I definitely got Clips over Mob.
I got Clips.
To me, they like a better version. I mean, if I'm gonna listen to just street rhymes.
No, I think it's just not.
They don't have the same sound. They don't have the same sound. Yeah, they don't have the same sound.
Yeah.
But
that's about. I would say that's almost even.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. Who else? What other great groups we got? You said UGK. No.
Is Run DMC over Mobb Deep?
I think just for what they. I mean, they the first like record selling.
Okay, big
Like,
superstars in rap. They're the
yeah,
first. So,
yeah.
whose music you putting on? You putting on Mobb Deep or Run DMC?
I mean,
They both
Run
movies.
DMC got okay. So they both got like super classics. That's a tough one. They both got super. I would have to say Mobb Deep on that one. It's hard. I don't know.
I'm picking Run DMC.
That's a hard one. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's say Run DMC then. Who else?
What about? I'm trying to think who else. Goody Mob.
Goody Mob. That's a good one, but I think that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's tough. What y'all think in the chat? Bone Thugs. That's another good pick.
Oh yeah, Bone Thugs. I'm still going Mobb Deep over both of those.
Okay. I already said Helter Skelter. If you count, that's me personally at least. What Wu-Tang? We didn't say Wu-Tang yet. That's clearly.
Well, that's not really fair. Ray and Ghost, of course, would be
Ray
better
and Ghost just by themselves are a duo, are better already.
Yeah.
So who else? Who else we got? Public Enemy. That's tough. That's definitely better. That's
Public
better.
Enemy winning. I gotta go with Public Enemy for that.
Red and Meth are not better. The Lock's not better.
No, I agree. Red
Neither
and Meth
of those-
not, the Lock not.
Yeah.
So we had a 10-ish category, 10-ish number or so. We around 10.
I'd say that I got
Or
Mob
like
over
8 or
EPMD.
9. Yeah, I got Mob over EPMD.
I think
Yeah.
they I mean there's some other groups.
They coming in like 7 or 8.
Ghetto Boys.
They over 8-Ball and MJG. They over Ghetto Boys to me.
Okay, what about yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, it's they around that lower end of 10. So that's why I feel like when they're talked about like they are, best ever or over Outcast or something like that, I feel like that's just stretching it. And
Bone Thugs not over Mob, man. What? No, indeed, Bone Thugs not over Mob.
I mean, I think that just depends on what you like to listen to. I mean, if you like the dark, gritty stuff,
I love the Bone Thugs. They had completely their own style that nobody ever even really tried to copy or even emulate for a song. Like it's really like their own thing.
And we can go to the West Coast. We can talk about Far Side or NWA. I mean, there's other groups that we talk. I'm
gonna take Mobb Deep over Far Side. NWA, you gotta take NWA.
One album? I'm taking Mobb Deep over NWA.
NWA
is overrated. It's one album that's good to me, and then I don't like Strictly for My People. Whatever. So as much as it's hyped up to be. So
okay. What about? Don't they have another one too? Don't they? People for Life.
Oh yeah. That's not. That's the one I'm thinking of.
What about like Snoop and Dre as a duo? They don't have enough songs to beat Mobb Deep.
Nah.
They got some super classics, but they ain't got enough to beat Mobb Deep. So yeah, man.
But if you're bringing up like groups that are just a rapper and then you got Gangstar. Is Gangstar over Mobb Deep?
Yeah, we talking about groups. So Gangstar's over Mobb Deep. Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think they get pushed out of the top 10. Honestly, that's my point. This is my point I'm trying to make here. Mobb Deep, I feel like could easily get pushed out of the top 10 if we really sit and talk about every group. And so, the Infamous is a super classic. I can't say that enough. I like Hell on Earth a lot. I think that might be a classic. So if we talk about albums to review, we could even talk about that one. But I think they'd get pushed out of top 10 groups. So that's my stance on it.
You might be right, man. We gotta Mob near 15-ish. I think they higher than that. I think they're a top 10 group. I think they're around a 10. I think they're around 9, 10, maybe 8, maybe 7, depending on the mood. But yeah, you putting people like, to me, Little Brother don't have enough. They don't have enough to be over Mobb Deep.
Don't have enough? Wait. How many albums Mobb Deep got? Come on.
Like 4 or 5.
Okay, and Little Brother has 5. All right, so that as a group.
Yeah, but all those ain't so good, buddy.
Okay, 2 of them. All right, 2 of them are undeniably classic. All right.
One of them is undeniably classic.
Nah, we talked about the Mitchell Show on here just like the last
Okay,
week,
look,
man.
okay, but I think people would deny that it's a classic. But okay, go ahead.
No, it's actually the opposite. On the internet, most people talk about the Mitchell Show more. They say that's the undeniable classic. The listening is the one.
Punch yourself in the face. The listening is over the Mitchell Show every day of the week
I feel
and
like
5 times on Sundays. But anyways, we
I
can go
agree.
on, though. we can go on besides those people.
Yeah, so
We're not going to argue those two again.
yeah,
Okay, so besides those, so you saying that, but the other Little Brother albums ain't it, man. Left Back, Get
Left
Back.
Back is back. Okay, Juvenile Hell ain't it? Okay, so
Okay, Juvenile Hell, you can compare that to Left Back and stuff. When the group broke up, the albums went downhill, man. Now they do have the tertiary albums like Foreign Exchange, which is cool. But
no, Connected
Prodigy's
is a
solos
classic.
are
Connected
better
is classic.
than Fonte's solos.
Not true. Connected
It's true. It's true. It's
Dog.
true. Fonte solo is not better than Prodigy solos, Doug. I'm sorry, Doug. I love Fontiga though. It's not true. You not saying that it's better than H&IC,
Yes.
Return of the Mac, Albert Einstein. No, you not.
I am saying that Charity Starts at Home is a classic. I'm saying that Connected is a classic. All right.
You love those albums too much, man.
Hey.
Now, if you want to connect it, that's the Foreign Exchange one, right? That's like R&B.
No,
Okay, so
he
a
rapping
lot
on
of
every
that's R&B.
song. He rapping on every song
really?
on there, man.
Okay, well then I gotta re-listen to it because I remember more singing. I remember a lot of singing.
All right, so then let's do that. Let's review Connected. All right, that's one for us to listen to. All right, well, give us some
Connected got that
ideas
Peter and the Wolf song on it. That's my song, man.
We got some albums. Let's see. Somebody said one. Hold on. Oh, Monkey Bros. I never listened to Sean Price, so
All right, let's do.
down
Let's
to
do.
listen to Monkey
That
Bros.
50 Cent Mob stuff. That Mob G Unit shit was terrible. You're right about that.
All right, I'd love to do a Sean Price album. So Monkey Bars works for me. Is that the one we want to start with?
Is that the best one? I'm trying to hear the best.
that's
This is
one of
my
his-
first impression.
That's one of his best ones. I like Jesus Price Superstar better, but Monkey Bars is the first
I love Monkey
solo
Bars.
one. So let's do Monkey Bars.
Is that his first solo one? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Does he have another one before that?
No, that's what it says first on Apple Music, at least 2005.
So let's do Monkey Bars. Let's do Connected, and then we need a earlier one, a '90s one. We need a '90s one.
What's some other '90s people, man? Yeah, give us some '90s stuff.
Yeah, what's an album from the '90s that's not talked about enough? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Any
Bone
thoughts in the
Thug?
chat?
Somebody was talking about what Master Ace album we doing? The Incorporated? You know I'm a Master Ace stan out here.
Ugh.
I love to do Master Ace, but here's the thing: we did that
You know,
one Master Ace review, and then nobody listened to it.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody watched that video at all. But a lot of people don't know who Master Ace is, which is crazy.
Master Ace
How
is
you
dope.
know?
And here's the thing, Matt. I don't know if Matt, you saw this because he went on Sway, and Sway played an old freestyle of his. And dog, I swear, Matt, and any other of you other Eminem fans, Eminem bit Master Ace's whole style, dog. He sounded just like early Eminem. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like,
Imperial Fest, we reviewed it, dog. We reviewed it. Check the video. Only got about 40 views. Ain't nobody care about that album. We reviewed it.
Nah, man.
Trying to tell y'all niggas don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Nah, but that's the album of the year right now. Still, I stand on that. So,
yo, I listened to that plant-based song yesterday, bruh. I was like, yo, I ain't eating no more meat, man. Plant-based.
Right. I told you, I'm only eating French fries, dog, and funnel cakes, dog. I'm not eating no more meat, dog.
You going to Subway and getting a sandwich with just veggies and then a foot-long churro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
somebody said Tribe. We could do a Tribe album.
All right. I like
which
that.
Tribe we doing? Come on,
let's
man.
start
I love Tribe.
Let's start from the early, man.
People's Instinctive?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
That's a
that's
great.
Which
That's a great
one?
album, man.
Which
uh,
one we doing?
we're gonna
People's
do People's
Instinctive
Instinctive
Travels and
Travels.
the something something.
What the hell? That's not even their biggest one. All right.
Okay,
No,
so
it's not the big. You want to hear
you
the
want
biggest
to do
one first,
Midnight Marauders? You wanted to skip to it?
or Low End Theory? You gonna argue which one's better, Midnight Marauders or Low End Theory?
I'm about to say, why we can't do the classics? Why we?
Okay,
I've
well,
never heard of this. People enact instinctive travels and paths of rhythm.
all
What
right.
the hell? That's a long ass title.
Okay, so
Hey, it's
which
great.
one's
That's
better? In the
automatic
chat,
point off.
which one y'all want us to do? People Instinctives or Midnight Marauders? We'll let the chat decide. Midnight Marauders or People Instinctive?
Album of the year will either be Schoolboy or Pusha. Is Pusha dropping again this year?
Yeah, I think he did say he was coming out.
Q-Tip is underrated. Oh, see, Cool said, man, People's Instinctive. He wants to start from the beginning, man.
I'm down. I never heard
I
that one
love
for
that
sure.
album, man. Just the way it started off.
Matt said
Love
both.
that song, man.
Imperial
Push it
said
along.
Midnight.
Push it along.
So,
All right, Midnight is better. Midnight is probably my. I like Midnight more than Low End Theory. I would argue, even though it's crazy to say, but I just love the way Midnight Marauders plays.
all right, let's do Midnight Marauders then, because I think if we start with something that is sub optimal, you know, B Dog gonna hate.
The biggest
B-Dog
classics
gonna
are
hate.
on what's it called though. The biggest classics are on Low End Theory.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I feel like
The biggest individual songs are on that, but Midnight Marauders is the playthrough. You put Midnight Marauders on, it's just gonna be a nice night.
people. I mean, Imperial said Midnight, and I haven't seen anyone say Low in Theory. So we gonna just stick
All right,
to
cool.
Midnight.
But
Midnight
I don't
Marauders.
have to. I don't have to listen to this again. I know this album, front, back, left, right, center.
All right, so we got Midnight Marauders, Monkey Bars, and Connected.
Ooh, that's a nice trio, man.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So, all right, man.
All right.
We appreciate everybody in the chat. Thanks for hopping in, man. It was fun, and we're gonna catch y'all next time, man.
Yeah, catch y'all next time. Hey, check out Formula One next Saturday. I'll be here next week to remind y'all.
All right. Peace.